Yeah, Miles, that's the plan, and it all worked when I tested it this morning. Right, I think we're live on YouTube. Don't hold your breath. Don't all frickin' leave me here. But I think we're live on YouTube. And hopefully when someone puts a message on YouTube, you'll be able to see it on this screen. We're not going to have this screen on the gameplay because I don't want some muppet coming in and ruining clips and videos by putting something on screen. But basically on the intro, the outro, the ad breaks, this screen, you should be able to do shared chat. Right, let's sort this out. We're live, but where are we live to? Hell, man, I could be going live to anywhere. I'm definitely live. I can see it on my screen, but why does it not come through on YouTube? Unless there's a problem with YouTube. Unless there's a problem with YouTube. Hang on, I'll test it here. There we are. I'm live on YouTube. It's not showing it on my channel. Cheers, cheers, YouTube. Brilliant. I'm doing a bloody live stream to myself. I'm doing a live stream to myself. Look, I'll prove it. I'll put it in the chat. Hello, I'm 100% live here. But it's not showing it on my channel. Thanks, YouTube. I love that. I love that. Yeah, set to public. I don't know why it's done it. Let me try one more time. Let me try one more time, guys. Hang on. Bloody thing. Bloody thing. Hold up. Hold up. Last time I'm going to try this stream key. Right, someone try it now. Bloody thing. Hopefully I don't have to end and go live again. Oh, I can see it on my phone. It's come through, finally. Look, Inception Joel. There we go, right. Sorry for all you guys on Twitch who don't care that YouTube wasn't working. But obviously we have a really dedicated group of people over there that have put a lot of work and admittedly financial support as well. So I wanted to try and get that working. So I just had to set up a new stream key, guys. That was all it was. It was I didn't like me using the one I used before I changed everything. Right, now that's working. I did all that without even breaking a sweat. Like, how far have I come? How far have I come? Anyway, now that's working, guys. I can tell you about some of the planned changes or what should have happened. I need to get my new shared chat screen up for a start. So, bear with me because I'm having to look at all different windows. All that muscle memory stuff is now out of the window because my chat window's different and all that sort of stuff. So you're going to have to bear with me. But the big changes are, right, we're not doing split scenes anymore because that wasn't helping matters with the audio issues and the crashing out and all that sort of stuff. So where you used to see on YouTube, there'd be the scrolling subs, and on Twitch, there'd be the scrolling subs and all that stuff. We're done away with that. What you see on either platform is now identical, which should fix a lot of issues. We've now got the shared chat on screen, so you can hopefully, rather than me keep reading out, you know, stuff, because you guys are getting to know each other in Discord, right? So rather than me trying to do that. Oh, and Tony said on YouTube, I'll have to do that during gameplay, but on the intro screen, the outro, the ad breaks in particular, where chat normally dives, I'm putting it up on screen, so I hope you like that. I hope it's fairly readable to people. It's not going to be perfect, but I'm still playing with it, so if it needs to be like less transparent, so you've got a bit of a darker background next time, I can do that and all that jazz. So that's another change. The other change is the alerts. I've done away with YouTube alerts and Twitch alerts because again it's doubling up. We're having one set of alerts. We haven't tested it on YouTube yet, so until somebody does something on YouTube, that's not asking, guys. I'm just saying, when we get a new follower or whatever, rather than me missing it because for whatever reason I don't get notifications when I'm live, when someone follows or subscribes, I should say, on YouTube, it should now come up on the bottom. And there was one other change I did, and I can't remember what the hell it was. But anyway, all of this is to try and stop the audio issue, guys, because the audio issue was caused by a plugin called SE Live, which is by Stream Elements. I use Stream Elements for lots of things, but for whatever reason, it seemed to be causing the audio issue. We'll get proved wrong in about 10 minutes, and I'll be crying on stream, right? But we'll see how we get on. We'll see how we get on, guys. Right, let me sort this chat out. There we go. So there we go. You can all talk. Let's leave it for a couple of minutes on screen. You can all talk to each other for the first time ever on a JVA stream. Twitch and YouTube can communicate. It won't happen during gameplay, guys. As soon as we go into the game, I'm going to turn it off because I don't want some dickhead ruining my footage. But there we go. It's there. Enjoy. I've also set it, we don't know yet until it's tested in the future, so that maybe if someone buys something from the merch store, it should come up as well. But yeah, all that stuff. All that stuff. Look at that. It's working beautifully, isn't it? I feel like we've just like met each other in the Eurotunnel. The French and the English are shaking hands for a hole in a dusty wall. Guys, I know I've missed loads of people coming in. I'm really sorry. I'll get caught up with you all as we go on tonight. But hopefully that helps, guys, because you're getting to know each other so well on Discord. It seemed a shame to not make it a bit more sociable. So we'll have this on the intro, on the outro, and more importantly on the Be Right Back, because that's when things die on this channel, right? Literally. So yeah, there we go. There we go. Welcome in, Mog. Your beard looks a lot square. What the frick does that mean? Your beard looks a lot... What, like I've been designed in Minecraft or something? Everybody's self-conscious now. My beard looks a lot square. It's not even a proper sentence. Welcome in, everyone. So many people in here, Johnny. Do you know what's awesome about my new chat window as well? You won't ever see it. But the first time someone chats in that stream, it puts a little first words next to him. So I can see that Johnny's the first time he's been in chat tonight. And I can hopefully make you feel a bit more welcome. Yeah, so it's all these little things I'm trying to do to improve stuff, guys. And like I keep saying to you, I just keep putting it all back in the machine, right? I can't put the bonsai back in the machine, Clive, unless I turn it into wood chip. I don't think I'd make a lot. But I try to put it all back in, guys, to keep trying to improve it. And yeah, we'll get teething issues the first time we run it. But this is working lovely, look. This is working bloody lovely. Right. Cheers, Ben. Appreciate that, mate. I try my hardest. And that also means I ain't got to keep reading 8 messages for the start of the stream as well, right? Right. It's not going to die, Clive. The one I had before as a kid went for years. It's just I went into hospital for a long period of time and no one thought to water it. Come back and all the piss and leaves were off. Then my old man said, well, maybe it's because it's autumn. I said, Dad's a freaking bonsai. It doesn't shed its leaves. I had piss and evergreen. That's the internal optimism of a parent. Right, let's go. Let's go. Hopefully some of you have seen a purple bar go along the bottom as well tonight for like gift subs and follows and stuff like that, because that should be working. The one thing we need to test is that from a YouTube point of view. So if anyone sees a bar along the bottom when someone follows on YouTube, so becomes a subscriber, that should be red. That's more to help you guys as much as it is me. Red if it's YouTube, purple if it's Twitch. If anyone sees a YouTube notification along the bottom, let me know, because that's the only one I haven't tested, because I couldn't do that until I'm live, right? Welcome in, Wild. I hope you're good. I should say Liam. Wild seems weird. But I hope you're all good, guys. Look at all that. Wait, look at all that chat. It's beautiful. Is the transparency enough, guys, or does it need to be a little bit darker? Like, I know you can see the chat separately in your own platform if you're watching on YouTube or Twitch, but that's mainly just so you can see what's going on the other side. There we go. We know that notification works. Look at that. Hype train ended, guys. Thank you very much. Clive, thank you for sharing your 7 stream streaks. By the way, guys, I toyed over whether we should have the alerts for stream streak sharing. If that gets spammed, let me know and I'll turn it off, because we used to have it with bits. So now I think you have to give over a certain, like, 50 bits or more, because we used to have viewers just constantly donate a bit, and it just, like, constantly spam the alerts. So if that becomes a problem with stream streak sharing, let me know and I'll dial it down. I have to wait 4 more streams so I can't spam. Oh yeah, I suppose you can't send it every 5 seconds, right? You can't send every 5 seconds. But if that does get abused, guys, let me know and I'll wind that back. Right. I am proud, Leslie. I was thinking to say Leslie on YouTube said, but you can see it on screen. I am proud, Leslie, because I'm proud of what we've built here, and it'd be nice to keep finding ways to bring everything together. But yeah, guys, let me know if you see YouTube alerts, because until I see one, I don't know if they're working. Right, let's go into the game, shall we? So you'll all have to kiss and say goodbye for now, and then you'll come back again on the Be Right Back, and then that's your cue to bloody talk, because every time chat does this when I go on my break, which means the stream's numbers also do this. So, and if you want to keep talking to each other, go to Discord. Yeah, go to Discord. That link I put there should have worked on both platforms. Look at us. Dragging my ass into the 21st century here. Dragging my ass. Yeah, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that. I almost don't want to let it go. Right. Right, let's get into the game. Remember, Saxling, remember this? Oh, yeah, and I changed the bar thing a little bit down the bottom. I'm going to work on that. I've got some ideas to do for that, but yeah, for now, that's that. Right. Saxlingham, hopefully you can see this on both platforms. Thank you, Barry, Stephen, welcoming. Guys, I missed so many people coming in with all the technical stuff tonight, so sorry about that. Sorry about that. I will, Right, first thing we're going to do, though, guys, before I worry about what we're doing with pigs or where the frig I am on this save, we're taking the Mog for a drive, and you can tell me when you lose sound, and I will cry, because I've spent all weekend trying to get to the bottom of this audio issue, and I feel like I've cracked it, but you can't test it for 4 hours, right, like you can on a live stream. I can't replicate live streaming conditions. Right, you can all hear the Mog, yeah? Sandwich cut me some slack. I had a bit of a busy bloody start. Sorry if I missed your hydrate redeem. Jesus Christ. What do you want me to do? Stick a broom up my ass and sweep me off his floor at the same time? Right. So, let's see if this goes. I may have, like... I may sink into an instant depression, but we'll see. Remember, it's when we get up to top speed it's most likely to do it, and when I'm talking. So I've been driving up and down this road all morning today, going 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, like to the point my son has taken the mick out of me out of it, trying to replicate it, and I've not been able to replicate it. But it's not the same as being on a stream, right? So we'll see what it does. I know that is loud, but I want you to be able to hear the Mog. I'll turn it down a little bit. Right. So we are there. We are at max revs. I'm talking. The audio is not ducking out. You better frickin' not duck out, because I'm going to headbutt the monitor if you do. And then I'll be bloody sad. Sorry, guys. No streams for a week. I need a new monitor. Yeah, she's looking good so far. We're going to go up and down this road. You won't believe, Miles, how much effort has gone. Because the trouble is, right, once I realised the so what happened was I started OBS in safe mode. And if you start OBS in safe mode, it basically disables all your plugins. And then what I did is, one at a time, I started uninstalling plugins until I... Oh, sugar plums. There we go, we're all right. So, basically, yeah, I was uninstalling them one at a time until we stopped losing audio, or the opposite way to that, which I can't... You know what I mean, right? Until I isolated the problem. And then I thought, okay, oh sugar, we're gonna hit the edge of the map here. Stop, back it up, back it up. Right, you heard that all the way down the A140, right? We'll go back again. Oh look, we've got a YouTube alert. Awesome, awesome. What does it say, guys? What does it say? Tony, thank you for the gifted sub, mate. I appreciate that, and thank you for being a guinea pig. So if it comes up red, guys, it's YouTube. If it's purple, it's Twitch. There we go. Thank you very much, Tony, mate. I appreciate you. Right, so, yeah, so basically, I isolated it. I'm going to turn this down slightly now, just so I'm not deafening with a Mog. And, basically, it was Stream Elements. Now, the trouble is, Stream Elements does a lot of things. It does my Twitch bot, it does my tip and jar, it does lots of things, and it does lots of things brilliantly, but specifically, it was my Stream Elements multi-streaming plugin. And yeah, so I thought, shit, if that's causing it, that's behind everything, right? I can't go live on YouTube without that. So that then meant I had to find an alternative way of doing it. I then had to get all my dual scenes. So I had scenes for Twitch, scenes for YouTube. I had to get all of those scenes down into one. So I had to redesign all of my scenes in Canva this morning as well. This is after finding an alternative multi-stream solution and setting it up, configuring it, testing it, etc. And then I thought, well, balls to it. If we're all on one platform or one feed now, I might as well try and do the multi-chat thing, which I want to do for ages. So that was an extra thing I got done today. Merch along the bottom's a nice touch. I've been experimenting with something else, guys, as well with the merch, but I don't want to get into spammy. So another thing I managed to get working this morning is every 30 minutes I can get the merch to rotate 3 products, like over the course of 5 seconds. It's really quickly. So I'm going to try that out at some point on a live stream. I've turned it off for tonight, but that was working as well this morning. Right. You heard all that. I know you heard all that because I could see it on my audio bar. There we go. Let's see if that lasts for tonight, right? It's fine if it does drop out. You can tell me. Don't freak, like, hide behind the sofa. I'd rather know. Can you try and be quiet? I'm not far from you. I come past this farm yesterday. I went to a party at Workwell Community Centre for people that know that place. Got drunk there so many nights. That was weird sitting there at kids' party, knowing all the times I spooed up in the hedge outside. And I go to my wife, that's my farm, that is. I tell you what, you know when you've been married to someone for a long while and you just, the absolute disdain in their eye. And I was like, it's my farm there. And like, I don't know, I don't know what I could have compared it to. I might as well have like farted on her or something. So unimpressed. So unimpressed. Right, let's get... Sorry, guys. It took a long while to get farming tonight. Let's get farming. My word. That's a nice mug when you get it. Cheers, Tony, mate. It's down the bottom, mate. You can see the merch link down the bottom. I can imagine the eye roll. I know. It was like... I felt wounded. I was like, oh, why do I bother saying anything? And you know how you are as a man when you like go like with your towel between your legs, right? That's like when your missus is doing the washing up and you go to give them a hug and they get off, they give you an elbow or whatever, and then suddenly you sulk like a 4-year-old boy at a party that didn't win pass the parcel or something. You then go round the house like a bear with a sore head. We don't do rejection well, do we, lads? We don't do rejection well. Right, let's go. Rich, welcome in, Rich. It's complicated. I'll talk to you on Discord DM if you want. But yeah, it's complicated. But I think I found a way around it. I couldn't tell you the name of all the various things I'm using because I only got them working this morning. But yeah, it's a I don't want to bore everyone, but it's basically using an item instead of stream elements to do the stream SE Live bit, and then a lot of streamer bot, which I've never used streamer bot before, but by putting in the work, if we ever return to another platform, say like TikTok or whatever, we are laughing now because yeah, that's a proper powerful tool, and I've not used it before because I've been too scared, but I was kind of backed into a corner with this audio issue. Right, let's go. So, the pigs, they should all be fed, guys. We're in a good place on this save, and there's something I'm going to buy in a minute. New piece of equipment coming to the farm. But first, let's just do a quick old review. You might remember we put this new pigsty in. We were landscaping it at the end of the last stream. It probably makes sense, Joel, to go and show them that. Oh, these old fat old hogs. So this all needs to be kitted out, and I mustn't forget that tonight. You might remember I said that on the last stream, guys. I bet you all forgot. I said, do not let me forget we've got to kit this out, so we'll do that first thing. I'm going to leave the door open to remind me. So we bought that, but we're in a really good place now, because essentially we've got one pigsty hut empty, and we've got one pasture empty. So we are good to go, right? We are proper good to go. And here, my love, is where I double bag our poo and sell it. I love a callback joke. I'm a big fan of Stuart Lee, so I love a good callback joke. I think this is all right, guys. And like, I was worried about the steepness here, but I think it works. I think it works. But yeah, just so you can see the farm from this angle now. It's just proper coming on. This is proper coming on. So obviously we've got 2 sheds there for piglets. We've got the main one here for pigs. And if I go up here, obviously this is our spillover pasture for adults, or for when I cock up the food in here. So it's looking good. I've also got some more mods, guys. I know I'm not going to stop. I'm sorry. I'm not actually sorry. I've made it really clear that we're going to have lots of buildings early on in this save for piglets. I don't see the point in doing massive fields. We've got a whole year ahead of playing this save live on stream, where these fields are going to be full of pigsties like this and Harford Bridges at the minute. But sorry, I keep making these Norfolk references. I need to appreciate that we've got a big audience these days. I'm sorry, guys. So what I want is lots of little pig huts and things. So I've downloaded some more mods, guys. I'm trying to think what they were now. You've seen them ones. This one's new. Shed with pig pasture. Only holds 12, but I thought this will look cute on our farm. Like, if you imagine, like, here, this is where I was thinking for it. You know what I mean? It don't have to be a lot, but we just put something there. We're just trying to make it look like a thriving little homestead that's quickly growing, right? That's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Take care, Clive, mate. Thank you so much for the like I say, for the bonsai, or how that's already turned up when you only gifted that Friday night. I don't know, and that was turned up in beautiful condition. Thank you for that, and also thank you for the gift subs and starting yet another hype train. I think it's about our 4th stream in a row, guys, with a Twitch hype train, which is mad. Yeah, absolutely mad. So yeah, this one little one I'm trying to look at, guys. At some point we'll get this in. I don't know if maybe it can be, it says 12. You might be able to do a larger enclosure there and fit more in, right? I just think it'd look cute down here. It's where I was thinking about it. Yeah, that's probably where it'd go. Then other ones we've got this medium pig shed, which looks nice. Again, for further down the line, that'd look nice. I don't know why I like the idea of doing sheds. These big open ones are fine, but one, that I don't like how limited the bloody food capacity is. But 2, it's got no character, right? You want some, like I was thinking, like you want like maybe this field to be a big pig enclosure, but buildings and expanding the farms appeals to me. Thank you, Clive. You're a wonderful human being, mate. Have a good start to your week. I've got this as well. Look at this one. Look at this one. I'm not showing you this on the last one, but I like that. I like the look of that. It's just the issue is there's double on both sides of it is unload or drop off points, hit boxes, whatever you want to call it. So placing it might require some common sense. I'm not showing you that on the last one. This one's definitely new. Look at this little cutesy one. Look at that. Like, that's how I imagine if I ever got any house with a tiny bit of land. Just something like that, right? Little shed with a few pigs in it, or goats. Lovely old job. But again, this is something where as we develop the yard, like we've talked about doing stuff here before, like you could do that, right? Use this bit of land here, flatten it out a little bit. Put that there. That there. That'd look cute, wouldn't it? That'd look cute. What was that mod called for the sheds, please, Joel? So, this one here is shed with pig pasture. I do like that one. And then the real cute one is small pig barn. And that is like meant to be proper homesteady one, right? So, say I was doing a start from scratch, £0 in the bank. This might be the first one you get, right? £9,000, stuck 10 pigs in there. I don't think this one's expandable. This one might be. This one looks like it might be have a customizable fence. But yeah, that's my idea, guys. I thought about putting them here. Look, one there, say, and one here. All right. So that's that. Yeah, go for it, guys. Go for it. So that's that. So in terms of pigs, the original brick pigsty is now got newborns in, 50 newborns. I think it only holds 50. We'd know if Giants told us the quantity on this screen. Never said that before, Joel. This pig pasture is just great. It's full of adults. By the way, guys, I have downloaded the enhanced animal mod thing. I've been too scared to turn it on, but I have downloaded it. Just get a pair and leave them to it. Yeah, exactly. That little £9,000 pigsty, that'd be perfect save start, wouldn't it, right? You have a house, You have that, 2 pigs in it, and maybe some chickens. Like, what a great start to a save that would be. I feel like Joel should do another one of his chilled farmyard builds again, using some of them, because it would, wouldn't it? It'd look lovely. You do like a little farmhouse, a chicken run, that with 2 pigs in. Maybe find, or you do something similar like on a cow with just like 2 cows in to get a bit of milk from, and it'd be a nice way to start. Anyway, that's that. The sow hut here, we should have 100 in here. I don't know, I'm not good at maths, but not quite, maybe. That holds 100 anyway. And then, yeah, we've got this empty pig pasture, and we've got 1 empty brick pigsty. So we're going to get that going. But the one thing I did want to buy tonight, guys, I was thinking, it was bugging me on this save that earlier on we sold some pigs, and I thought, it's such a simple save. We're not doing big equipment. We're not, you know, we've got a £2 million loan, but that was to basically buy the land, right? We're not flush with money or anything. We're so limited with our tasks, particularly now we're sold those fields, so we're not cutting grass, we're not making silage, etc. It feels mad to me that, even though it might be a little bit monotonous, that we're not transporting the pigs. Like, I was getting rid of the slurry manually the other day and the manure the other day. I just feel like, with this being such a specific niche save, and we're doing a lot of repeat tasks, I need to make sure I find all of the mundane repeat tasks to do. And if we sell pigs, I think we should be transporting them, right? I wouldn't do that in 80 acres because we were doing it on such a large scale. And maybe this gets to a point where it's on such a large scale, it's tiring, right? But for now, I think we should be. So I downloaded this mod. Good old I4 Williams. Everyone knows these trailers, right? I reckon there's about 50 to 100,000 of them on UK roads at any one time. Apparently it can hold 30 pigs, so there must be a second layer to this or something, because there's no way you're fitting 30 pigs in there. But that's what we're looking at tonight, guys. So it's only 12.5 grand. Holds 6 cows, 30 pigs, or 30 pieces of sheep, 2 horses. So Christ knows how you're getting 30 pigs in there. They must put a second layer in. It must do. But yeah, these are everywhere. You normally see them as a little open, like little A-frame trailer, right? That people put a, you know, bag of gravel or something in. But yeah, that's what we're getting, guys. We'll buy that for a little tidy 12.5 grand, and I think that'll serve us well. It just felt like that's something we have to do, right? This save is so basic. We're not doing arable farm. We're not doing loads of different things. It annoyed me that, well, I wouldn't have had the money to buy the trailer when we had to sell those pigs. But it kind of annoyed me that I wasn't doing that. So, I thought that's what we'll do. Sorry, Tony, mate. I've not been reading much in chat. Guys, I'm really behind on chat tonight because I'm monitoring lots of other technical stuff. We're doing a new setup tonight, as you might have noticed some changes. So I'm really behind on chat. Please don't take offence if I haven't seen your message, if I haven't given you a welcome in. As the night goes on, I'll relax a bit more and stop pivoting my head every 5 seconds to look at this other screen and see what might be broken. I've also got a brand new chat screen that merges the 2 chats from YouTube and Twitch, so it's unfamiliar. It's not like muscle memory, so I'm having to look twice whenever I look over because my brain doesn't know where the message is going to be, if that makes sense. Welcome in, Andy, mate. I hope you're well. Right. I love it that it tells me the first time someone chats in the stream of the night. Like, so next to Farmhand Andy's name on YouTube, it says first words. I love that. I love that. It's going to hopefully help me be a bit more responsive and, you know, call out the people that deserve to be welcomed in and stuff like that. Thanks for the I4 Williams mod. That's right, British for my kid. Oh, it's perfect for Kinlag Barry's. Perfect. That's why I thought it was perfect for Saxlingham as well. Absolutely. Audio defo better. Well, let's hope at last, mate, because it was always that mundane kind of constant drone noise. So it was always tractors, heavy vehicles. So the final straw for me was on 80 acres on Friday night. We were combining and you couldn't hear the combine. It was just stupid. Anyone coming in, if that's the first thing they hear, or hear nothing, I should say, that's ironic. If they hear nothing, then that's a bit of a poor show, right? And that was annoying me. Welcome in, Shane. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Vaclav, have I said that right? Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys. We're so close to 1850 followers on Twitch. Means nothing. It's just a number, but you know what I mean. The only difference it does make, when you hit 1850, it'll then show us as having 1900 followers on Twitch, which is a bit of a mistruth, but that's how Twitch does it. If you go past 50, it then shows the next rounded up 100 number. So there's that, I suppose. Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the 4X version as well. Right, who's asking about fenceless? Oh, yeah, edge of the map issue, Liam. So what you do is you do fenceless pastures, but you place your feeding point, drop-off point, whatever you want to call it, in the bit that isn't restricted, right, mate? So let me find it. So, no, sorry, guys, it's not fenceless pastures. It's not. It's not. It's place fences anywhere. Fenceless pastures doesn't give you the fences, obviously. So what you do, mate, you select a regular pig pasture, but you rotate it so that you can get the, you know, the drop-off point where the restriction isn't, which was here in my case. And then if you've got the place anywhere or place fences anywhere, it's called something like that mod, it then allows you to do the custom fence for the pig pasture in the restricted area because you've got a mod that lets you put fences anywhere. I was quite proud of myself that I come up with that bodge job on my own. So yeah, it's not fenceless pastures, guys. I've said it as that before as well because it just feels right, you know, but it's not. You're using the regular pig pasture and then you use the place fences anywhere mod. I think that's what it's called. Someone will be able to confirm in chat, I'm sure. And then because you've got that turned on, it lets you put the customized fences anywhere. And there we go. All right. I come up with that on my own. I was right proud of that. I should have done a YouTube video, shouldn't I? Someone remind me tomorrow on Discord and I'll do it in my lunch break. Because, yeah, it really does help with this map. Because it means when I get this field, if I have a pasture and I put the drop-off point here, because of place fences anywhere mod, I'll be able to put a fence all around the outside of it. Right. No idea if it's console or not, mate. Sorry, I can never answer that question because I never played FS25 on console. Right. But yeah, it's not fenceless pastures doing it, guys. Hence, there's fences. Right. We don't need this trailer, but it's another thing that can start filling up yard because Briscoe done this yard so beautifully. There is just so much storage space. It's good. So I'll put my bale trailer in there and then we don't need it anymore. So we'll find a home for this trailer because that'll help. Right. Where should we stick it? Oh, she's a bit wibbly-wobbly. I'll get used to that. She is a bit wibbly-wobbly. But because I'm some sort of pro skills farm sim player, I'm really not. Oh, look. Now it's starting to look like a bloody animal farm. Got transport in there. Everyone is spelling well. Clearly no hacky tonight. Bless him. Bless him. Oh, you ain't got to apologise, Shane. We're about 10, 15 minutes late going live on YouTube. I had technical issues anyway. Right. It's only PC2, not console. I would imagine it is, right? Anything that requires that level of change to the game, you can normally assume it's PC only. If it's a vehicle, if it's a trailer, if it's something like that, a building, then that'll be available across everything. But when it's changing those sort of like fundamental rules of the game, that's when it normally doesn't work on console. Right. We need to get straw in that new barn. So let's do that. We need to buy some straw as well, look. If we get another 2 out, they can just sit in the yard if we don't need them. Massey, it's your time to shine, sunshine. That didn't really work. I thought it was going to work in my head. Oh, I got a new modded bale spike as well I wanted to try, because that one just annoys me. They're too far apart. They're too far apart, and there's no way of narrowing that. Everyone always says, just narrow them. You can't narrow them. Look, they're fixed. They're fixed. They're too wide for me, for this little save. So, what was that called? Here. The Duvelsdorf Bale Fork. Don't quote me on the pronunciation, guys. Ian, welcome in, mate. Jesus Christ, Ian's come in with terrible jokes as well. Right. Welcome in, Vaclav. I hope you're good. Did I say your name right, by the way? Or I could just say Clav, or whatever you prefer. But yeah, we're going to try this bale fork out, guys. Let's just check it. I'm assuming it can go with my... Yeah, it can. I'm hoping that's going to work a bit better. Look at us buying stuff. It weren't that long ago. Everything was on HP, wasn't it? What have we got on HP now? Just the Massey. Quite a bit still, but, you know. Right, we're going to sell this fork and we'll swap it out for the new one. We're all good, mate. Lots of changes on the stream tonight. It's good. We moved forward. We've been having a few issues in recent weeks that have been keeping me up at night. They're not really bothered anyone else, but... Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't look. I didn't look. Sorry. And now I'm going to crawl up this hill just to piss you off more. But I don't like it when I don't do something. I'm that type of... I want to do stuff at 100% or not at all. I used to be the same in school. If I didn't enjoy a subject, I was shite at it because I couldn't put any effort in. I think he's living there, Shane. Shane says, what are you doing in Scotland, Tony? I'm pretty sure he lives there, mate. Sorry, I'll stop being sarcastic. My son can now recognise sarcasm. He'll look at me, side-eyeing me, and like, you're being sarcastic, aren't you, Dad? Like, yeah, I'm sorry. Where do you sell stuff on this map, then? If I want to sell something, I wonder if it's in this garage here. Is this a selling point? Oh, no, it'll be the mechanic bit, won't it? Sorry, I'm an idiot. Yeah, it'll be the repair part. I didn't purple, it took me a while. I've been so distracted tonight with all the changes. I need to get into the game now. It'll take me a while, but I'll get there. Didn't need to detach it, really, did I? Sell. Bosh. A wise old soul called Miles taught me that. Get more money if you sell them back at the shop, guys. It's too soon for that anyway, Ian, mate. Too soon. I was actually glad when we dropped points, not at Ipswich, obviously, but the one... Who was it before that we dropped points? I was actually glad we did, because I thought it was too soon. We want to keep that momentum going and have a long-ass summer. If we can have a long-ass summer to work with old Clement, we'll be laughing. It was, yeah. I was listening on the radio, come back from a kids' party. Didn't see the goals until today. Vehicle noises are working, guys. Should I not mention it? Do we just pretend that was never an issue and hope I don't jinx it? I can't tell you how many hours I spent this weekend on it. Like, shout out to my family for tolerating me spending most of yesterday morning and most of this morning. So basically 1 day out of a 2-day weekend I've spent trying to fix a piss and farm and sim audio issue when I stream. Like, what has my life become? Think what I could have done in that time. Oh. What about your Saints, Joel? Yeah, Bean, I'm still toying with buying a Prem final ticket. I'll wait. I'll wait and see how the semis and that go. Right, let's try a new bale spike. Look at this. Ugh. Perfect. By the way, guys, if you're not making that noise in your head every time you run up and stab something in this game with a bale fork, what's wrong with you? Potent says, try explaining to your wife you're harvesting poplar instead of doing actual yard work. Well, yeah, I could have been doing some housework, right? Because next weekend I think she's working a Saturday. I'm probably going to go to the Game and Country Fair on Sunday. Oh shit, the tickets go up tomorrow. I'll have to buy them before midnight. And then the weekend after that, I'm flying out to Kenya. So I really probably should have been spending that time getting the house all in order for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, rather than pissing about on OBS. I can't remember where the straw goes in this place. We'll have to just guess it. I say bosh. It's law you have to grunt. Yeah, you do have to grunt. Does this go here? I can't remember. Oh, it does. Beautiful. Why isn't there an indicator for that? So many of these builder mods don't tell you where to put straw. Look at that. We're laughing now. Let's get us some food. Oh, Tony, I ain't done it for about 3 weekends. Obviously, I potted about, right? You do, like, your washing up and your washing and your hoovering. But I ain't done any, like, proper housework for about 3 weekends. I've been so bloody busy. And I'm conscious I'm going away. So next weekend, it's going to be getting a suitcase together and... yeah. It's always the upstairs that gets neglected. I don't know about you guys. Because who's coming upstairs, right? And then suddenly your freaking plumbing has an issue and you're like, oh shit. Pick them clothes up off the floor. We've got someone coming around. Alright, where does food go in this bloody place? Oh, I use the MOG for this normally, don't I? Oh, my word. This might work here. I was meant to use the MOG. I forgot. Please let me fill you up. There's a bloody gut dip there. I like it though. It's real, right? It doesn't look like a computer game when you've got dips and lumps and overgrown bits. Oh, you bugger. You bugger. It's not gonna... We'll have to try the MOG. We'll have to try the MOG. It looks like someone just bought something on the merch store. I don't know if that come up along the bottom of the screen. I heard a bing in my ears. But thank you, whoever that was. It's where you put the straw... Oh, I'm trying to unload to the animal bit, aren't I? I'm an idiot. Sorry, Beano. Like I say, guys, I'm distracted tonight. I guarantee you by the second or third hour of this stream, I'll be, like, really warmed up. But I'm so distracted by all the technical changes and trying to get them in place this morning. Yeah, the gameplay might be a bit shit for the first hour, guys. Sorry. First hour. We've done the first hour already. My word. Make that 2 hours. It was a mob. It did pop up about... A mug did pop up about 10 minutes ago. Awesome, mate. Thank you so much for whoever that was. I missed that. I missed that. Sorry. Hi, mate. I just got here, but I want to say what you've started with your Achy Acres has really made me enjoy watching. Keep up the good work. Cheers, mate. Yeah, we do Achy Acres, guys, on Tuesdays and Fridays, where that's a save I've been doing since FS25 launch, like literally since launch day. I wanted to mix it up a bit, so we're now going farm manager, taking over the map kind of mode. Since this on Sundays at Saxlingham is a small sort of farm and setup, it keeps the streams different. Glad you enjoy it, mate. Thanks for coming in and saying. Appreciate that. Welcome in, hamster, mate. Sorry I'm slow on chat tonight, guys. Everything has changed for me. You can't see it. You just notice a few, like, graphical changes on screen, right? But everything on the back end for me has changed. So I'm looking in different windows. I'm using different plugins, everything. So it's weird. It's like getting in someone's car, or getting in like a bloody I don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like left-hand drive car or something. It's just unfamiliar. But it'll come to me. Right. I love just pottering about doing the pig farm and stuff. I know it might not be everyone's cup of tea, but suit me to the bloody ground. Do we have to put water in that one? We don't, do we? I'm almost certain we don't. The only thing about having different mods and enclosures, obviously some want water, some don't, and yeah. Alright, these are all good. This hasn't obviously got any pig. Oh, we can take some more straw. We're going to take some more straw then. But that's all good. They're all good. And they're all good. And this will fill up, ready to go. I like having a pasture that we can use in an emergency, right? So say I cock up again, I've got no food, the pig's health is dropping, just move me into the spare pigsty that's all full up with food already. That's such a good idea. It's by accident. I can't claim to have pre-thought that one out. But I would highly recommend that, guys, if you can afford to have like an emergency enclosure that's all stocked and ready to go. And then if you do have a month where you can't afford food or something goes wrong. This bale spike's lovely, by the way. Much better. Then you got an option, right, to move all your unhealthy pigs out into a fresh enclosure. It's a nice bit of like, if you like playing narratives like I do as well, right? Because you can imagine you had some like disease outbreak or something. You have to move the pigs out. There we go. Right. Yeah, I don't know. Some of Steve's messages get asterisks out, and I don't know why, Steve. I normally can guess what you're trying to say, but not that one. Is this playthrough self-sufficient farm, or are you buying food? For now, the plan is to buy food, mate, just because I did a year and a half on 80 acres of making my own food. So obviously we buy it from the buy silo thing there, and then I put it through that pig food production silo there. So we make the food, but I'm not growing it at the minute. Maybe one day we mix it up with that. Ugh. Ugh. Thank you for kind words, Ben. Appreciate you. You look like a man with an ounce of wisdom. Mind if I pinch some? You have to dig quite far, Duke, but thank you for the kind words. Eating a large bowl of homemade caramel billionaire shortbread with extra caramel sauce while watching Saxlingham living the dream. That is living the dream, mate. That is living the dream. Will you make a vine farm? What do you mean by a vine farm? I'm not sure I follow, mate. Do you mean like grapes and olives? See, I'm quite inclined, Purple. If I ever do arable... There's no plans for it yet, but if I ever do arable farming on this save, it's going to be Norfolk, right? Because this whole point of this save is me doing what's on my doorstep. I live 10 minutes from this map, IRL. So it's going to be sugar beet. It's going to be sugar beet. I suppose if I'd done a grain, it'd probably be barley. There's a lot of maize around here as well. But yeah, it's going to be that sort of thing, right? So yeah, I've never... Excuse me. I've never done vines, Clav, but in our 80 acres save on a Tuesday and a Friday, I've sold all my animals, well, nearly all the animals off on that, and we're going all arable farming and buying up all the land on the map and going to the opposite of this save, where it's basically like farm manager mode, AI working all the fields en masse, multiple combines, all that sort of stuff. So that's the save where we'll try vine farming. Yeah, sorry, mate, I didn't realise where you were going with that at first. I didn't click. Welcome in, Hacky. You've already been spoken about before you got here, mate, so don't worry, we're thinking of you. You ain't ever got to apologise. Right. So that's the straw done. the trailer has bought... Right. This is where we have to get imaginative with this save, right? Because I thought, I've got a couple of jobs to do. But we've set that pigsty up. We have filled it with straw and food and all that jazz. We have bought the new animal transport trailer, which you can see down here if you missed it earlier. I love this. It's so British. It's the most British animal transport trailer. You see them everywhere on the roads. I kind of tried to correct my Norfolk way of saying roads to roads and somehow ended up saying something in the middle, so sorry about that. So yeah, we've got that now, and I love that we're starting to get these sheds filled up, right? Because there's a lot of storage on there, and you can't sell any of it. So I like that we're starting to get them filled up. I think what we will do next is we need some straw, look, because our old straw storage is looking a bit sorry state. We've only got a few bales in there. So... go get some straw. Just bought a new tractor for my chicken empire. Nice, mate. Nice. What'd you go with? What did you go with? I take it you can still hear the vehicles, guys. Is maize the same thing as corn? Yeah, you wouldn't eat maize, mate. You'd be boiling it all day and nothing would happen. It's normally for animal feed. Well, it is for animal feed. So most people round here who are ignorant see the fields and they say, oh, they're growing corn on the cob. It's not corn on the cob. Welcome in, Pete. How's it going? I love this map too, mate. It's on my doorstep. I literally drove down this road yesterday. I went bust on mine. I nearly went bust on this save, you might remember. Guys, I am still trying to work out what the frig I'm going to do with the playlist feed for this, obviously, because at the minute, these live streams I've not been putting in the playlist because I didn't want it going like episode 1, 20 minutes, episode 2, 30 minutes, episode 3, 14 minutes, and then suddenly, boom, 4-hour live stream. But I've got a feeling I might have to do that soon because I'm so far behind and I haven't got the time to edit at the minute. Like I say, week after next, I'm going to be in bloody Kenya working out there. I just haven't got the time. So what I might do, guys, is I think I half edited a live stream. If I edit the second half of that, and then all the episodes that came, all the live streams that come after that, put them in the SaxlingHAMs playlist as an episode number, and then people can just watch them. I'll top and tail them, take the start off and take the end off. I did look in trying to get an editor to help me, and it's just not affordable, really. Because even at like 50 quid an episode, it's 100 quid for every time I do a live stream, right, to get 2 episodes edited. It's mad. Can't afford that. So bear with me. I know we're massively behind on the Saxlingham's playlist on YouTube. Oz, where the hell have you been, man? The different map is the least of your problems. How are you, mate? I hope you're well. Did you take that new job in the end? I hope it's going all right if you did. Yeah, we do. We're still doing 80 acres on Tuesdays and Fridays, but we're in Norfolk on Sunday nights now. Right. Let's get me some straw. Not there, you won't, Joel. But I hope you're well, Oz. Great to see you, mate. You ain't ever got to explain. You know that, right? I'm super busy at the minute, mate. It's stressful, but it's better than worrying about your job. And I had to go through like a restructure last October. Some of you guys might remember. I was very bloody stressed about that. And I'm so busy. I'm so freaking stressed at the minute. But I'm trying to remind myself that's better than the alternative, which was 6 months ago, not knowing if I'd still have a job, right? Right. Get stocked up on bales. If the game audio goes wrong now, guys, we can blame Hacky, because it's been working fine until they turned up. Well, video editing. Sandwich. Taking the 4-hour streams and turning them into a couple of, like, 20-minute episodes. I had two issues. One is the cost, and secondly, is like people wanting to do high-paced, like YouTube-style edits, and like that's not me. Watch the channel, understand what I'm about, and then we can talk, right? Because I don't want any of that generic shit. Quick scene changes, high energy, flashing stuff on screen bollocks. That ain't what I'm about. Yeah, they're great. Thank you, Oz, mate. They're great. Thank you for asking, mate. Appreciate that. Yeah, they're doing well. Dylan hasn't been on here for a couple of weeks, to be fair. Yeah, I just got back from taking Dylan to Paris. That was an awesome, proper, like, dad, son, memory making trip. Mog bloody does it all, done it, huh? Does it all. Yeah, he loved it, mate. He loves his trains and transport. We had a day in London the day before, and he absolutely loved that. We're just going around on Underground and popping up and seeing various sites and that. As his first time, he had stayed in a hotel when he was a baby, but obviously he wouldn't remember that. So as his first time in a hotel as well, he loved it. Spent about 2 hours when we got to hotel room just jumping on the beds. I just let him get out of his system. Guys, at what point do I start relaxing and thinking I might have got to the bottom of the audio issue? Streamer God. Oh, King. Is it King I usually use? I think it's King. I don't think it's... What? Silage King. Forestry King. Yeah, we'll say Streamer King then now. Oh. I thought you meant you jumped on the bed. No, he did. So obviously, because as a Premier Inn, right, so it's one of them big-ass beds where then the kid's bed comes out from underneath it. So he was literally just doing every possible configuration. Double bed, twin beds, triple beds. And then he wanted, bless him, you know, 7-year-old being a 7-year-old. Because he was so, like, amazed by we were in this, like, mini house thing in his eyes. He wanted to play a game of hide and seek. I can't tell you how challenging it is trying to play hide and seek in a hotel room. Like, mind you, at one point, the little bugger, I thought he'd gone out. So he made me count in the bathroom. I come out and I couldn't find him. Like, literally, a pissing... You check under the bed, you check beside the bed, you check in the wardrobe. That's about as far as you're going to get, right, in a hotel room. I couldn't find him. And my heart started going. I thought, frick me, he wouldn't have left the room. He ain't that stupid. Surely he hadn't left the room. He was fricking standing. So there was, like, the wardrobe, and then there was a bit at the side where you'd hang your suits up. He was standing in there between spare towels and shit. And I missed him. I completely missed him. And, oh, my God, for a split second, I thought... We hadn't even left the country and I lost him. Imagine explaining that to the missus. I bought him a little wristband that had like a if found call this number in it, because it just worried me being in Paris as like a single parent on that trip. You know, you turn your back for a minute, you never know, right? On the underground or whatever. So I felt reassured by that, because he's a clever chap. Like, he'd know, you know, he knows to go to staff members, or we very specifically tell him to go to other families with kids his age. Like, it's always like, if you see like a woman with kids your age, that's the person you go to help with. Welcome in, Stan. How's it going, mate? So, guys, if you're just joining us, because lots of people have joined us since the start, and there's loads of new stuff going on tonight, I'm not going for a break, but just to give you an indication of what you can expect at the start of streams, at the end of streams, and when I'm going for a break, you'll now get this. So we can bring YouTube and Twitch together, because you guys are all obviously getting to know each other on Discord, which is a beautiful thing to see, and I want you to be able to do that on live as well. So when I go for a break, or at the start of the streams, at the end of the streams, there's a chance there for you guys to chat between yourselves, and hopefully, yeah, it helps the community, right? That's the wrong screen, Joel. There we go. Right. We've got game audio, guys. We've got game audio. Can't believe how hard I had to work to get to the bottom of it. Freaking hours. Oh, it's nice to be nice to stream. Just get to play computer games. Don't see all the piss and stuff that goes on behind the scenes. I'd hate that. Imagine being a full-time streamer, hearing that all the while, right? Oh, that must be fun job. Just play computer games all day, and not seeing all the freaking prep and edit and technical stuff behind the scenes. That you'd must want to hit someone, wouldn't you? You'd want to hit someone on about the 300th time of hearing, well, so you play computer games for a living. Doesn't sound like a job. Right. We got some straw. Oh, hell on, let's shunt this in here. I wouldn't speak too soon, Oz, mate. The improvement is not that fast. I've got a bit of knowledge, which can be dangerous. In terms of the game, I don't know if I'm that much better at it. I do create my own fields now, though, which I'm quite proud of. And I do cover crops. Am I hell? And nor can you. Don't come in here pissing after about 12 months, lie to me and say you can reverse a dolly, because I don't bloody believe it. Alright, cheers, sandwich, mate. But yeah, to be fair, I need to get something sorted before then, because I'm drowning. I'm drowning. Always able to. But absolute bollocks, Oz. But you didn't just turn on your computer one day or your Xbox one day, jump in a tractor, put a dolly on the back and start going whee and reversing it all around the yard under your complete control. I don't believe it. I ain't having it. I know, you might drive a tractor for a little of Oz, but I've had so many people tell me it's easier to do it in real life than it is in this game. It just is. It's facts. I love that our little tractor looks like a proper little yard tractor now. It's all shitted up. It's got the old... It could have been homemade bale fork on the front. But yeah, I can reverse now, Oz, which is a big... I'm not a dolly, but I can reverse now, which is a step forwards. Right. JCB fast track, nice. Nice. I was on a farm last weekend with a JCB. They're all looking good. There will be a lot of inspecting our pigs, guys. I'm playing the role now, right? Because this is a quiet farm at the minute. There isn't hundreds of things to do to get through the day. So just imagine me here with my old bloody stick, leaning on a stick, admiring my hogs. Right, we can close this now, can't we? She's all ready. She's all fed and bedded. Lovely, lovely. So bloody Gresson Hall in there. Love it. Love it. Right. I'm trying to think. I think that might be all of us done for this month, guys. I still want to do something with this area here in terms of pig, them little mods I just showed you. But we got 29 grand. I'm trying to hold on to a bit. So then when we get into the next month, we ain't got to worry about not being able to pay for food and stuff. I think we're good for food, but I will just double check that. So we're doing it with spuds and sugar beet as a reminder. But yeah, we've got freaking 80,000 litres. I know we get a lot of pigs to feed now, but we're good for now. We will need to keep running food through this though, because there's a lot of pigs we're feeding. Right. Yeah, we'll go to sleep. I think that's all we can do for this month without rinsing all our money, because you'll know if I'm left to my own devices, I'll just spend it and then I'll regret it. I haven't really... Can I hop through over here? No, it's not my house. Sorry, I'm in the wrong house. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Hang on, what's going on with the red curtains? I never checked out this house. Let's check this out. What the frig's going on here? To be fair, that image looks better than pissing Farm Sims foot deep 2D efforts that they do on the farmhouses. Like if you think on Achy Acres when you look in the farmhouse and you see 27,000 bottles of olive oil, but the room looks only about that deep. Anyway, I digress. How do I get over here now? I managed to do it with adrenaline when I thought I was in the wrong house. Now I can't get up here. There we are. Get out of my garden. I know. I got mixed up. Time for a stretch. Ugh. I hope you all had good weekends, guys. I ain't even sorry with all the bloody changes tonight. I've been selfish. I haven't asked you what you've been up to. How's your weekends been? I can't tell. I just can't stop looking at the audio monitor to keep checking you're still getting game audio. But so far, so good. By the way, this house IRL is currently up for rent. I drove past it yesterday and there was a to let sign here. I don't think you get the farm with it. But there was a to let sign. Not like Oda to let. To let as in to rent. So yeah, don't know what that'll go for. I'm guessing it doesn't come with the yard. I'm guessing it's just the house. Been out on the bike today, nice. Nice. Right. It's May. Let's see what animals we got. So these are a month old, so nothing to really report home about there. They got all the stuff they need because they don't eat a lot. There's only 50 pigs in there. That's what annoys me. There's more food storage like in for these per pig ratio as there is in our massive pigsty, right? Pasture, I mean. Because look, these just they plummet because there is not enough room. They eat 10,500 litres a day, and last time I looked, I think I only hold 9,000 litres in here. I need to do something about that because it's going to do my head in, because their health is going to keep dropping. Every time their health is going to drop. Because it doesn't hold a day's worth of food. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. But no piglets. Sad times. No piglets. But yeah, this is really annoying me that this holds less than a day's worth of food, which means my pigs never wake up at 100%. Do you know what I mean? It holds 9,500 litres of food, but they eat 10,500 litres a day. That can't be right, surely. Like, I can't keep having that, because what's going to happen is I'm not going to get babies when I should, because their health drops and then the reproduction drops. But it's mad that it doesn't hold a day's worth of food. What does the other pig pasture hold? See, that holds 9,500, but it's a much smaller pasture. So is it capped then at 9,500? The open enclosures. Because if so, we'll put a bloody building or something there. Yeah, it just annoys me. Because every time, my pig's health has dropped. At the start of a day. Yeah, I'll have to get into habit of feeding them twice, Dave. You're right. You're right. That is the only option, I think. Got a feeling I might have suggested that on a previous stream, and not actually remembered to do it as well. Sounds like something I'd do. Not good. I think I slipped a disc again almost an hour after your stream on Friday at work. Oh, mate, that sucks. Hope you can get looked at soon for that. That ain't a quick fix, is it? Yeah, we are just going to have to do multiple feeds a day then. We're going to have to be like Stan. We're basically going to have to be like Stan. And feed our pigs morning and night. So when I go to sleep next, guys, remind me not to go to sleep for like the overnight thing. But just to do it for a few hours at the end of the day. And then we'll sleep again at bedtime. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think to sleep that afternoon off and come back. But there we go, we'll do it next time. I just need to get into a habit with this save. I'm so used to achy acres. I'm not into a habit with this yet. Watch them all come running over. I love that little touch in the game. Oh, we normally get more come running than that when they're hungry. Obviously not. Sod you then. Yeah, we're basically role-playing Stan from YouTube at this point. But yeah, I'm going to try and get into a habit of making, like, doing more, like, farmy tasks, right? So even if it's just moving the manure from the heaps up there into the main one down here, that sort of thing. Doing the second feed. All that stuff should, you know, fill the time, but also make it a bit more immersive. Because I don't like how often I'm having to sleep at the minute. I only went back to work in February after 8 weeks off for the same reason. Ben, that sucks, mate. That's terrible timing. By the way, welcome in LFC, mate. I hope you're good. Welcome in Crazy Skull. Sorry I missed welcomes tonight, guys. I know it's not my usual style. But yeah, we had lots of changes on the stream behind the scenes. So my attention has been on dashboards and graphs and audio mixers. I really want to landscape. If that water pit is staying there, I want to landscape it so it looks like I'm turning around in there. Because it looks silly at the minute being a meadow. Mog has made me conscious that my beard looks like a square, apparently. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. I find myself keep, like, checking it. Right. I remembered to take the mog, guys, for the pigsty at the top. I'm getting there. Slowly. Oh, the pigs are feeding now. Took them long enough. Oh, pissing wild boars. I thought one of my pigs had escaped. I just wish I could turn them off. I thought it'd let me do it on the corner normally. That's right, we'll reverse in then. I thought it let me do it there before. Unless they're full. They could be full. I know it's in there. Hang on, we own this bit of land, don't we? We own that bit of land. Can I not just do... I'm guessing I can't touch the fence. I'm guessing I can't destroy the fence. No. That sucks. That sucks. Oh well, it's cozy for now. We'll have to move it at some point. I've not checked that one out, Potent Terraform, anywhere. It's my fault. I placed it in the wrong place, so we'll just have to work with it for now. It makes it look cozy, I suppose. It makes it look cozy. Right. That's that. Let's get water in these bad boys. We'll just stick you here for now. Yeah, I'm trying not to get involved too much with landscape and Ben, because obviously that's a money drain that I can't afford at the minute. You know what I'm like. I don't know where to stop once I start it. I want to do all up here. I want to do a track up the side as well. But we all know things are going to move around a little bit before I sort of start settling down this save. So it's like this pond here. I'm not convinced this is the best place for it. But it's here for now. Don't punch the mic, Joel. Because I can't like turn around very realistically here. So yeah, I don't think that's the best place for it for eventually, but that's where it is for now. No worries, sandwich. You and cheese are like a bloody revolving door. More bloody handshakes and a wedding reception between you and sandwich. Cheese coming and going. I love that. Look. Wingman sandwich. I'm going to head off. I might be back later. Professor Cheese goes on to lurk. They don't help themselves. They really don't help themselves. They haven't even noticed I named the last episode after them either. I was expecting some sort of like thanks. Did I get any thanks? Did I hell? I called the last episode Cheese Sandwich, and neither of you, or if you are indeed two people, neither of you noticed. So buggy, I'm going to rename it now. Were you here last stream, Sam? Cheese. Can't piss and tell them apart myself now. Yeah, on Twitch and YouTube. But no, forget it. I'm going to rename it something else now. Thank you, Tony. Hang on. Wingman Sandwich put you did, question mark, exclamation mark, and then said, no, I realised, but you didn't say. You're a freaking enigma, mate. Absolute enigma. Look at our little pig empire coming on. Right, I need to make a decision about how I'm going to use this land down here. Because we ain't going to be able to afford to buy a field anytime soon. So we need to make use of what we've got. And I want it to be compact as well. So we either put pig buildings here on the left, which I think I'm keen on. But I'm also wondering if we move the water pit here. Do you know what I mean? Joel, you need to do a social experiment and get the two to meet up. Should I take a mirror with me? I've got no interest in doing any other animals at the minute, mate. But yeah, it would be great. We said this before. This would be great for sheep. I had chickens in here temporarily, but I think because I've done so much on the other save on Achy Acres, I want this just to be strictly pig farming for now. Where's that water thingamajig? I think it gets us a silo. Oh, sorry for the yawning, guys. Oh, by the way, guys, this is a cool little mod. I think I've shown you before. These grain boxes. These grain boxes are cute. You can store grain in them, but they're very, like, rustic-y kind of. Do you know what I mean? For open grain storage. Like, if you want to do a bit of a holding area. You can just have them on the ground if not. But they're quite cool. I'm not lying to you, Cheese. If I say that's what it's called, that's what it's called. When have I ever told a story on this stream that make you think I'd lie to you, Cheese? Just ask Digger Man Steve or... right. Because this gets in the way where it currently is. I want one on the hill, would you? But you could have it like... You wouldn't want it miles away. Like, it works there. I don't know why I don't like it there, but it does work there. I'm probably trying to make work for myself for no reason, right? I use the grain boxes to store chicken food, then feed them from the wheelbarrow. Yeah, Miles, that's an awesome idea. I love that. You know I like all that small-scaley kind of stuff. One day I'm going to reply for Cheese just to really dig the hole deeper, but I won't say when. No, Sandwich, what you're doing there is you're trying to cover your ass for the time you make a mistake. Right. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting food for thought. What's that? Oh, it comes with one of my pig mods. Silo haul. Grain haul. Geordie, sorry, mate. I did put it on Discord, but I didn't tag you. Yeah, I made you VOP last week, mate. I think Thursday or Friday. You deserve it. Usual rules apply with Twitch VIPs, guys. You only get 50 of them to give out. I was going to do that. That's 5. You only get 50 of them to give out. So what I do is, like, to make, when we got new people that sort of, like, I try to freshen it up as much as I can. I can only do that by getting rid of people that we haven't seen for months and months and months. So just so I've said it now, if you move on, like, for a year, and that happens, right? It happens all the while in streaming. People have other things go on in their lives. They stop watching Twitch. They watch other streamers, whatever. Then it's something that gets rotated, guys. So don't come back in, like, 2 years from now atting me because you lost your VIP badge when we haven't seen you for, like, 18 months, right? Because they are limited. So I try to rotate them as best I can. And that's always a bit of an individual thing, right? If you had like a previous mod, you know, you take someone like Snuffle, who was my first ever regular viewer. He's got a lot going on in his world at the minute. I wish him all the best. Obviously, he could be gone for a long, long while before I'm going to worry about taking the VIP badge off him. Whereas if someone you gave it to like last week and then we don't see him for like a year, then that's different, right? Yeah, you can put the grain box inside the shed, mate, because I've experimented with that. You can do it, and the one where it, like, you place it on the ground. So where is it? Gonna eat yours, sorry guys. These ones where you unload it to the ground, you can do it like here. If you press your old B button on PC, you could do that, right? And then that'll let you unload grain in here, and it'll keep it in a nice neat pile. You can even pick the shape of your pile. You don't often get a choice in the size or shape of your piles, guys, but on this one, this little grain box mod, that's lovely. So you don't have to have it up here where it's like in the open air. That makes no sense. These are designed to be put in sheds, right? You could do it in here, like, if you really wanted to. It's cool, isn't it? It's cool. I love that you can get the map. If Farm Sim Briscoe had any business acumen, he'd sell them buggers on his YouTube channel, wouldn't he? I'd buy one. I'd buy an on the farm doormat. The Saxlingham. Right. Sorry guys, I'm just having a little browse. At the risk of someone stealing my idea and streaming it, do you want to hear my idea that I had for a new save on Saxlingham before we started streaming this? And I was going to do Achy Acres. This was going to be an offline YouTube series. And I was going to do a separate Saxlingham save on a Sunday night, back when I had time to actually edit videos and all that jazz. I was right excited about it. We'll do it one day. We'll do it one day. I like now you got these tracks up here. You can see where I've gone. I'm quite proud of this, like, because there's a challenge, right? You've got the map restriction area here, all along here. You can't change nothing in the yard. You can't sell nothing in the yard. And this field is on a piss and grut hill, which really, like, we'll be able to build up here. Look, 'cause that's flat as a pancake up here. But all this bit is on an incline, which makes it really difficult to build on. But I'm quite pleased with what we've got going on there so far. Save it for next save, yeah. Because the thing is, mate, you know someone will run with it if not. But it's a good idea, trust me. As someone who's always putting themselves down, it's a good idea. Right. We don't need to... There's no point me wasting money looking at more enclosures, right? Just because I'm a bit bored and want to do something with the map. Because we've got this sitting here empty. And we've got this sitting here empty. So there's no point me building anything else. We've got no poo to move. Feed, animal feed is all taken care of. We could cut this tree down. Didn't really want to touch anything up here though. I'm saving this to do a build here at some point. On this meadow, we will do a build at some point. Or we could do a contract, but you know my views on them. We could see what are available. Welcome in, Aman. I hope you're good. Let's have a little look-see at the contracts, just in case there's anything we can do ourselves. Look at that whole thing again. They picked some really random vehicles for you to do this with, right? Did you check out the small firewood mod? Mate, I've been using that on... That's what I've been using on Achy Acres for years, isn't it? The firewood production mod. I've got it on the in the forest area. Do we have a storyline for Saxon? No, we don't, do we? Oh, it's an even smaller one. Oh, for like the micro saves mod. So all these sort of mods I want to know about when I do my next Saxlingham save. That'll probably, let's say, be on 4X. Because that's going to be start with absolutely nothing, right? Why do I find that funny that they call that hoeing? Has anyone ever hoed in this game, like, willingly? Because surely you just cultivate and plough and... That's the same as why would people go with, like, the harrows and that? I don't understand. That's because I'm ignorant. I do know this, right? I am ignorant. But where are we? Where's the... You know what I mean? So you got your ploughs and your cultivators. Is anyone using subsoilers and disc harrows? Yeah, I was planning the other day and told my wife that I was hoeing around the farm. Cheers, Miles. I appreciate that, mate. Yeah, we'll make a proper event of that. I'll advertise it as well and hopefully get some new people join the Discord and everything. Yeah, I just don't really know why people do it, but what does it say in here? Disc harrows are used for shallow cultivation fields, so I suppose they're better. They're better than the heavy old duty plough. Welcome in, Farmer T, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you're well. How's your weekend been? No comment, Liam. No comment. Busy. That's not good for a Sunday, mate. That's not good, is it? I don't do any mowing. We've done far too... Oh, that's freaking ironic. Look. Walter wants me to mow the field that I sold to him. You're all right, mate. But you want me to do it with what? What's this? It is ironic that they want me to mow the field I just sold. I was mowing all the while. Mush Munro, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Thanks for hanging out. We're here, guys, on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, 7 till 11. Try it. Oh, I don't know if I want to do any more grass. It's going to be better than going up and down there with the mog, though, isn't it? Like, what is that? Oh, for God's sake, piss and yawn. That is a good thing about contracts, I suppose. You know I hate doing them, but at least you get to try different equipment. At least it's not the field you forgot you had and then sold it. Yeah, I know, we don't talk about that, Purple. What, Roper? But yeah, I suppose for you guys, do you use contracts as a way of trying new equipment? Can always put the worker on it to finish. What if he's Norwegian? Or a Swede? Sorry, Miles. Hacky's finger is spread over to Twitch tonight. Alan, look at that VIP badge. I'm so sorry I forgot, mate. I'm so sorry I forgot. I went and said on stream, guys, a couple of streams back that Alan should have a VIP badge, and I forgot to give it to him in the latest round of giving out badges, which looked a bit bad. And today I also found out that peas is not something I want to do on my own farm. I'm hearing lots of this, right? People are saying, don't touch carrots, don't touch parsnips, don't touch peas or whatever. I'm not hearing good things about a lot of these. Is that the JCB? JCB Dave. Shock horror, JCB Dave tells me that this JCB is great. Do you want to see me use it? Do you want to see me use it, JCB Dave? Like, we do need to kill a bit of time. I can't keep sleeping through the months on this save. Oh, let's do it. Huh? Do I? Oh, Christ. Let's get rid of them then. Collect. I'm surprised Walter's having me back after I let him down twice. Sorry, Walter. Lost interest, mate. Lost interest. Oh, the New Holland. Sorry, Dave, mate. I made a big assumption there, didn't I? But I'll tell you what, we'll have a go at the Merm one, and we'll have a go at the Weedon one, because I've not used that. I've never done any weed, and I've only ever sprayed. I'll give us something different to try, right? You know I don't like doing contracts. I won't make it a habit. Did I not borrow the items? Did I not borrow the items? Oh, for fuck's sake, Joel. Did I forget to click borrow items? Did anyone notice when that last auto saved? I'm pretty sure I forgot to borrow the items. I tell you, it's pointless. It's pointless, guys, saying goodbye to Professor Cheese and Sandwich when they say they're leaving. Because they are in and out like a fart in a fit. They're in and out like... That's like having, like, a pair of fighting Jack Russells in a phone box. So I give up saying goodbye to them because they leave about 8 times a stream. I have no idea if I borrowed the items or not. If I didn't, then obviously I cocked that contract up. No, I didn't borrow the mower item. Sorry, guys. I balls that. I thought I pressed the wrong button. What a tit. There weren't no more mowing ones, was there? No. What a tit. I do own a mower, but I was only doing it to try new equipment, Purple. I got no interest in cutting grass number 4 again, which we've cut about 1 million times. Right. Let's check out this. Is this the New Holland everyone's been telling me about or not? And why does it look like it's made out of plastic? Listen to all that beautiful game audio, guys. I ain't taking it for granted ever again. I never had a New Holland. It's the first New Holland I driv. Right, we'll get this to the field and then I'll take my break. Where's field 22? Joel, adventure time. Right, we'll take it. We'll go. Right, hang on. Let Joel do this again. Right, left, right, right, left, right, left, right, or something. This can't go wrong. Oh, I quite like this New Holland. It's different. Guys, I went into that accidentally, not thinking about our bug issue. Joel, fixer of bugs. What's that? You got game audio? What's that? You got cab view? I'm like, oh my Christ, what was that? Just go, people. I want to go down. Just go, look. You can clearly go. Someone get bloody Briscoe on here. What's going? You can clear. Just go. Can you GTA it and get in the cab and punch him out the other side? Just go. Like, literally go. For frig's sake. Look at this. I can't believe I accidentally went in cab for you guys and it didn't break the stream. Are you impressed? I'm impressed. I'm impressed with myself. I've fixed audio issues. I've fixed cab crashing. Look out, guys. I ain't got time to piss about waiting for you lot to queue. I've got left and right to do. Why is traffic permanent? Oh, that is why traffic is permanently off in my saves. As soon as somebody tells me there's a mod to turn off these pissing wild boars, let me know. Look at this. Look at this. If you don't know, guys, I've been plagued the last couple of weeks with issues going into cab view where it breaks the stream, and I mean actually breaks the stream. I have to kill the game crashes, it goes down to like 10 frames a second. I have to kill the stream, kill the game. We have no vehicle audio. I am Joel, Broadcaster King. Behold my power. I want the deer back on my field as well. I think you're trying to trigger me by saying that, but I do. I've got no like affinity, is that the word? With the wild boars. Give me the pissing deers. I think we've gone to the field again where I went across the river. I think I've made the same mistake. Yeah, the river's there, look. I'm not making that mistake again. This New Holland's quite nimble. I'd make an awesome yard tractor. Broadcaster King who couldn't even get YouTube working for 20 minutes. I think you're forgetting the bit where I fixed it whilst talking to a live audience, Tony. You look at the world wrong, mate. You just... We need to get you looking at the world for a positive lens. You can't turn... No, you can't turn them off. Guys, how am I getting through this gate? That ain't happening, is it? Like, not being funny, I never had this problem where it's too big to go in, but I'm almost certain that's too big to go in there. Yeah, I'm not risking that. I ain't risking that. Tony needs a hug, guys. Someone give Tony a virtual hug. Why do I always have this issue getting to these fields? Because it looks like you can go through here, right? Oh, so last time I went up here and went over that river and it all went horribly wrong. There is a crossing there, but you have to do it through field 23. Can you get at the back there? I need to get to the bottom of this because I've not been able to do that. Let's have a look. Let's have a look on foot. Joel goes exploring. You heard of Dora the Explorer? Whatever the Norfolk old man equivalent of that is. Can you cross here? I reckon there's going to be a little bridge. Sniping, no more sniping. Back. Right. Yeah, look. There is. Oh, I love this. It's like being at bloody Pensthorpe or Nettlesham Heath. Right. Okay, where's the gateway into this field then? There's no point in having a crossing if there's no gateway into the field, right? That's a weird-ass field, isn't it? Why is 23... I guess that's sort of separated by like a dike or something, right? It's like bloody Weybridge pits down here. Sorry, that's enough Norfolk references for one stream. I'll stop. So how do I get in here to use that bridge? Or is that bridge here purely to service this field? Hugo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Paddy, thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. Sorry I missed that earlier. Going on an adventure. I see the tractor. I'm just looking for a gate. If not, where's that bonfire mod? Get the old chainsaw out. Cut down a couple of fence panels. Farmer won't mind until he go and put some livestock. Here we go. Found a gate. This is what I love about this map, though. And this is what I hate about Riverbend Springs. Because you don't have all these access routes, right? Right, that's one. I solved one piece of the puzzle. It's just like Farm Sim cryptic mode. Rubik's Cube. Can Joel solve the puzzle? Oh, shit. It's going to involve getting through that gateway, isn't it? Farmer's going to be right cheesed off. I left all of his gates open. What could possibly go wrong? I left all of his gates open. We ain't getting through here, are we? Thank you, Cheese, mate, for reminding me of the time. I didn't expect this to take so long. We'll have a go. We all know this is going to end in me resetting the shop, but we'll have a go, right? Because God loves a trier. Come on, Joel. Look at that. Didn't even touch the sides. Didn't even touch the sides. All of this, we could have just gone round the main road. You realise that? In half of the time that I've spent pissing about going for it. I just like it. This is what I love about this map. That there's these field access routes. Like you actually get here in Norfolk, right? Right, now where was the bridge? Imagine being the landowner, finding I've left all your fences open, all your gates open. I've driven my tractor across your fields. I do all of that and then I go off the side of the bridge. That'd be typical me, that would. Some operator, I know, mate. I know. Not a word. Not a pissing word. I promise, guys, I don't do it on purpose. There's been plenty of claims in the past. I promise. My comedic timing is not that good. You'd actually have to be skilled to make yourself, like, accidentally look like you accidentally crashed. Welcome in, Niall. I hope you're well. Jesus Christ. You can't make it up, can you, Daniel? Like, just as Stan... I think it was Stan who said some operator, and I'm like complimenting myself. Tit. Right, guys. I like this tractor though. Even though it does look like a toy, it looks like it's made of all the plastic. Oh, whoops. We're gonna put AI on this while I go for a break. And you guys are gonna enjoy our new multi-chat screen on the Be Right Back screen. So you can all talk to each other. So don't be miserable old buggers. Because normally what happens when I go for my break, it's only for a couple of minutes, guys. I do it at 9 o'clock normally in the midway point of our stream. Normally chat goes really quiet and the algorithm doesn't like that. And then in the second half of the stream we get no new follows, nobody new finds us. We don't get recommended to anyone, etc. So if you can keep the chat going, guys, whilst I do a quick stretch break and refill my cup and everything, I'd really appreciate it. Root Beer, thank you for the follow. What's going on tonight, guys? I had loads of follows. Thank you very much. Certainly for the quality skill gameplay, I know that much. Guys, I'll take a quick break. Please keep it going, and I'll be back on the other side. Cheers. That's beautiful to watch, guys. I've got you lovely people still here. I can't tell you how much that helps, you chatting away while I'm not here. Because normally it just dies off, right? Naturally, because I'm not here and chatting and asking you questions. I can't tell you how much that helps to keep the old algorithms happy when you keep that chat up when I go for a break. So thank you guys. Hope you enjoyed talking amongst platforms. I do realise it's going to give our mods a little bit more work to do because, you know, it's open to abuse, obviously, but we're fairly good at self-policing here. How are we getting on with this? I'm going to leave AI to do this. I can't be asked. Can't be asked. Have I got anyone else to thank? I don't think so. We've got loads of followers tonight, guys. Thank you very much. My son wanted to know, he's very numbers motivated, as you probably picked up from before. He wanted to know numbers wise, so we were like going through and I was showing him Twitch followers and stuff like that. And while I was digging around, from our TikTok clips in the last year, and bearing in mind it was last year, like the start of 2025 when Farm Sim was big, right? Because you had a new game come out. But in the last year, so it'll be April to April, when the hype was sort of dropped off, we had 3.5 million views of the YouTube, the TikTok clips from this stream. 3.5 million views on TikTok. Mad, isn't it? Of just me freaking crashing and doing stupid things, basically. Or getting overly excited about biscuits and wild boars and... 3.5 million views. Madness. To be fair, Stan, I don't know if I'd know how to sort of work with a YouTube audience that could type. I'm so used to now reading between the lines of our messages. Welcome in, Will. How's it going, mate? Hope you're good. Making sure the channel is doing well before he takes over. I know, he's very clear on that, isn't he? Let's be honest. He's made no secret. He's made no secret that he plans to take it all off my hands when I'm gone. Ben, you should be able to just click the chat button on YouTube to see your chat, mate. It's not on screen for gameplay. But if not, someone could, I don't have the multi-chat on screen for gameplay because someone could ruin the content. And it takes one person putting something inappropriate and then I can't use that footage. So that's why we only show it on, the intro, the outro, and the be right back screen. I downloaded that I for Williams animal trailer because it adds too much to the realism being on Saturday. It does, doesn't it, Johnny? It's a perfect trailer for this map. I'm looking forward to using it. I haven't got any pigs to sell yet, but when we do, I'm interested to see how it fits 30 pigs in, though. I reckon it adds a second layer. Because if it can hold, like, I don't know, like 6 cows and 2 horses, 30 pigs seems weird. So it must, like, have it put a second tier in or something. It's either that or bloody RSPCA are going to be after us. I tell you, Professor Cheese and Sandwich, they just don't make sense. Like, they could actually be AI at this point. So once again, Professor Cheese, right, I'm off to bed, see you soons. 5 minutes later, rich teas aren't that bad. Ha ha. Do you see now, like, I'm not being rude when I don't say goodbye to Cheese and Sandwich. Because if I did, it'd be every 5 bloody minutes. They never actually leave, I don't think. Welcome in here, mate. How's it going? I hope you're well. Hope you're well. Just doing a contract. Well, I'm getting AI to do a contract while I went on my break. Kill a bit of time on Saxlingham because things are a little bit slow on the save at the minute. When we're in that routine, guys, of feed and water and selling pigs, move and piglet, all that sort of stuff. It gets a bit more interesting. But obviously at the minute we have some fallow months where there's no piglets, there's nothing to sell, etc, etc. You're knackered from IKEA furniture making, balls to that. Thankfully my wife loves doing flat pack. That's brilliant. She is happy as a Saxlingham pig in shit doing flat pack, so I just leave her to it. I just get called in when she needs me to lift it, whatever monstrosity is after. I've moved pigs in a tipper trailer to a poor bloody Stan. Does anyone remember the way back home from this field? I feel like we're going to go up here this time. This will be quicker. We'll go up here and then down the main road. Yeah, that sucks, Ian. That sucks. And I guarantee you, every time you have someone come round, they'll tell everyone how they built it on their own. Should have a quad to check on workers. I'm not making the contracts thing a habit, but I do want a quad on this farm. It just feels well suited, especially for doing the watering. Like water and pigsties with a quad would be awesome. It's hard though when you got the MOG. It's hard to justify it because the MOG kind of does everything on a small scale already for you. By the way, guys, if you see me doing this in recent weeks, I'm really suffering with sore hands at the minute. So this allows me to just what you don't see under the camera. I'm like wringing my fingers and my hands. So yeah, if you've noticed in the last week or so, there's been a bit more AI watching going on. That's why. I had to take my bloody wedding ring off. Like, admittedly, I wear my wedding ring on my little finger now because I put on a bit of weight since I got married. Always a sign that you let yourself go when your wedding ring gets relegated to a smaller finger. But I had to take it off yesterday because my bloody finger ballooned so much. Oh, we're done. Why is he still going round if we're done? Get out. I'm paying you when the contract's finished, am I? Hang on, if we complete the contract, does the gear get handed back? We won't have to find a way home. Whee. There we go. Should we go for a walk? Let's explore with Joel. That's right, I'm sure a wild boar will come along soon, Liam, that I can jump on the back of and ride home. Right, where was that gate? I would like to go back behind myself shutting the gates, but I can't remember where the hell they were. I think it was up here. Such a weird ass field. It's like piss and labyrinth in here. Jump, magic jump. Need some jumping fish now. Don't. I swear to God, if Giants adds one more thing that I can't control, that I didn't ask for, me and this game are done. Am I the only one that's getting so angry over the wild boar thing? Probably. There used to be deer in this field, and it felt like the UK, right? Because we have lots of muntjac. We obviously have red deer as well. And now they're all vanished. That's like pissing Walking Dead. All the deer are gone. If the deer were the people. Just left with pissing boars running around everywhere. I hate them too. There's no point knowing. I just don't get it. I don't. I wanna speak to someone at Giants and like say, what was the decision making behind it? What made you decide to add something that nobody asked for, and without any warning, clearly remove all the deer? Or if you haven't removed them totally, you've significantly reduced their numbers because no one asked. Like, there's so many other things you could have been spending your time on. But, like, there's so many people that play this game across Europe, across America. And I imagine there's quite a small number of them countries have wild boar. What, Germany, France, probably some other European countries. But deer is fairly, like, across the board, isn't it? Well, just give us the option. Let us toggle them on or off. I want to toggle my deer back. Annoys me. The thing is, you can toggle off if they do damage or not. No, let's toggle on or off if we want them or not. Like I've got no interest in hailstorms and tornadoes, right? I live in the UK. You know, like, the closest I've come to a tornado would be like a grandparent on Christmas evening after a heavy old roast. Like, we're not exposed to that stuff, therefore I don't need to see it in my game. Because who plays this game, right, to play in a world that isn't one that's familiar to them, right? You might want to do a fantasy save, but it's a bit like if you played Football Manager. If you live in the UK, you're probably going to do an English save, right? And then you venture out from there. I don't want to turn up on a farm in this game and have tornadoes, wild boar attacks, hailstorms, irreparable crop damage from unknown forces. Remember that bug? Nice walking around here. This here, though, just reminds me of my granddad's farm, because he'd live in a house, like, say this was the end of the lane, he'd live in a house here, and then that would seem to go on forever, and then you'd have the farm buildings down the end. So whenever I come up here and look back, it just reminds me of that. It just reminds me of his farm. You see the BMX track to your right. What are you on about, Ben? Oh, look, more boar, look. But I'm not the only one who's noticed all the deer have disappeared, right? They've just replaced them. Same as they changed the colour of my dog without asking. That's the bit that annoys me. There was no consultation, right? Like, my golden Labrador turned to a black lab after a patch. And everyone said, well, what's the big deal? I was like, that's the principle, right? Because if they start doing that, where does it end? With things they're going to change in your save. Like, oh, they're not going to mind if we just swap out that building for another one, or they're not going to mind if we, you know, change the colour of the dog, or we replace deers with boars. Well, I do mind. I mind a lot. Because where does it end, right? This is now like the second or third thing in with this game that they have changed without telling us they're going to change. When they advertised wild boar, they never said that the deers were going to disappear. When they brought out that patch that added more dogs, they never said that it was going to change the dog on our farm. And it might be a minor thing, but people play these games like with a narrative and to escape, and you know, so yes, changing the colour of your dog or the breed of your dog is a small thing. But when I'd spent like 700 hours on the save at the time, it's not a small thing, right? To just, oh, I've logged in, our dog is, we even had, it was called Nacho. Golden lab called Nacho, and now it's a black lab. Brilliant. I've stood in the ford end of last year. Lovely out of it. Yeah, I used to swim in there as a kid, mate. Oh, was this supposed to be an area where kids ride their bikes? Because we've got one of them where I live. It's like there's a pond and people use it as a bit of a BMX mountain bike and track. An apology in the patch notes regarding the dog change would have been welcome. I felt the same about mine. Same happened. Stopped Riverbend soon afterwards. Yeah, it's like, you wouldn't allow it in any other game, right? You wouldn't. So, yes, they just changed the colour of a dog or the breed of a dog or whatever. And, yeah, they just changed deer to wild boar. But can you imagine me spinning up my FIFA save and they've replaced my 99 Messi with a pissing 61 Ewan Roberts from the 90s? You don't do it. You just don't do it. Like, I don't... Because where, like I say, where does that end? You introduce different dogs, but you don't tell anyone you're going to change the dogs in their save. And some of us have racked up hundreds, if not thousands of hours in our saves. Then you celebrate bringing in wild boar, the thing that nobody asked for. But you don't tell us you're going to remove all the deer. I've not seen a deer since the first week. We saw some deer in the first week since wild boar introduced. I've not seen any since. None. Again, didn't tell us that, right? So where does it end? If people don't moan and groan and stomp their feet a bit, where does it end? I think it's a bug they haven't fixed with the deer, not gonna lie. Yeah, but because they don't communicate anything, mate, how do we know that, right? That was like when all the trees started looking different. Do you remember when all the trees, no one could work out if they were meant to look dead or if it was a bug, but because they just went radio silence on it, we're all left guessing. So that's not really the way to operate, is it? Like I say, that's all I can do is I can just compare it to other games. I don't know. Say, I can only compare it to kind of... Say you're playing Civilization and they do an update and, you know, a load of your units get changed to something else. But instead of talking about that, they're celebrating how they've added these new units. But they didn't actually tell you they were going to change what you had. Like, you know what I mean? There'll be better examples. You can fill in the gaps. Yeah, I just don't get it. I also don't get why people don't make more of a fuss about it. Like, I know you get it in every game community, right? Where people will just always do, the spokespeople will always do the positive thing because their livelihoods rely upon it, right? And that's why I don't accept freebies and all that sort of stuff, because I don't ever want to be anything other than impartial. I think that's a problem, right? So anyone who followed the Football Manager thing that happened last year, they cancelled the game in 2025, didn't bring out a game, brought out the game this year, and it was dog shit. And they had 2 years to work on it. It was absolute dog shit. But what happened in the beta, like a week or two before it went out to public sale, all the old content creators were singing its praises, saying how it's the best Football Manager game ever, and it was brilliant, and blah 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 blah. And then the game come out, and the general public who'd all pre-ordered it because their favourite streamer had said how amazing it was, quickly realised it was dog shit, and there was uproar. And then they backtracked. They all released videos afterwards backtrack and saying, oh well, that wasn't the version I saw. Bollocks, was it? You were paid, you got access to early release, and you were paid, and instead of using your own mind, you just went gushing all over it, right? I think you need more people who are prepared to say the real state of the game. Because if not, how does it get better? Right? How does it get better? Anyway. On a good note, they removed grass from Flickr, and yeah, brilliant. No, but what I mean, AS Farman, is like, it's different between being a veteran who's given up fighting because you just play the game and you accept it, right? I mean, when people are like, because their viewpoint is warped by the skin in the game, right? Because as much as I love this game, I'll play another one tomorrow if I get bored of it, right? I'll play another one tomorrow if I get bored of it. Doesn't bother me. But there's so many people out there with such skin in the game, they don't challenge it, or they don't do videos on the negative of it, or they don't talk about what could be improved, or the fact that we've got tornadoes and hailstorms and wild boar before we've got droughts. Right, it's like introducing new currency and getting rid of all your money. Hobnobs changing their biscuits to an Astor brand rich tea. Right. So, we've done a contract. This is a bit of a dead month. Sorry, guys. It's a bit of a dead month. We might have to just skip this one. Or I'll tell you what, we'll sleep a few hours, because then we can do the evening feeding and not have the same issue with the pigs on that food. Oh, yeah, it'll definitely come, Purple. There'll definitely be a mod. But I think also sometimes they rely on that too much as well, right? We've talked about how important the mod community is far too much on this stream. And I think sometimes that's just taken as a given. Oh, they'll put that right. Why should they? If it should be a base game thing. Oh. Can I not sleep? Can I not sleep and wake up the same day? I've never tried. Clearly not. I can go forward in time, though, can't I? I've never sped up time. I just don't do it. It's that one, isn't it? There we go. We'll warp speed so I can feed the piggies. Basically. Now look at it go. Look at it go. I can't remember the last time it rained on here, can you? Actually, that's hail. That's hail. That's a lot of hail. That's a lot of hail. What the frick? We need to take shelter. That's a shed ton of hail. You can sleep and wake up the same day. Oh, you can. All right, I've never tried it. I just, because it said 1:30 was the earliest time I could bring it down to. I assumed that was 1:30 the next morning. %, AS Farman, 100%. Oh, that ain't unusual, Kilton. There was a couple of Easters ago where I got sunburnt on the Good Friday and we had snow on the Easter Sunday. I put it on Twitter back when I used to use that toxic platform. And people didn't believe me. Well, I know I sunburn easy, right? The beard gives it away. Or the colour of it, anyway. Hell, man. If they had hail like this in Norfolk, we'd grind to a halt. The schools would be closed. The roads would be blocked up. The buses wouldn't be running. So you can sleep part of the day. Just the earliest option in gaming is 1:30 AM. So how does that work? I'm not going back in time. I must be going forwards. And 1:30 AM would take us into the next month. Look at this. Never seen this before. Our poor pigs. Sorry, pigs. I don't care. They got bloody hides like like titanium. Obviously, it affecting them. Take shelter. It's reminded me when I used to be a gardener when I was younger. As soon as it rained, everyone in the tool shed. I used to love the sound of the rain when I was in there. Get paid to sit on your ass. That's brilliant. Ian said, if you pick a time ahead of the current time, you wake up the same day. If it's before the current day, it's the next day. It's odd, but I only worked it out today. It feels foreign putting the timer forward for an earlier wake. Oh, okay. Yeah, they could do like a line or something of like the current time so you could see what's before and after. Because naturally, if you see it says 1:30 AM as the earliest possible time you can select, obviously I think it's understandable that I assumed that then that would take me into the next month. Which it would. But you're saying if I went forward to like midday, it'd only make me sleep 25 minutes, yeah? Let's try it. Let's try it, because I don't know if you could do it or not. Right. So yeah, because that said the earliest one I could do is midnight, I thought that meant I only had the choice to sleep to the next day. But you're saying if I put it... So the current time's 11:36. What month were we in? May. So if I set it to 1 o'clock, we'll wake up in May 1 o'clock. Yeah, so we'll sleep an hour and a half. Yeah, we did. Okay. I see what you mean, Ian. That's a bit arse about face, though, isn't it? Yeah, it's a bit arse about face. Because obviously I thought, oh, I don't want to sleep very long, so I'm going to slide it all the way down here. And it takes you to the next day, right? But it has to be past the time you want to be. Okay. So 1 o'clock. So if I want to feed the pigs this evening, we'll go from 1 o'clock till 7:30 and we'll still be in May. There we go. And the hail has stopped. Look at that. Typical bloody Norfolk weather. Hailing like crazy. Now it's a beautiful sunny day. Right, let's go feed the pigs. Alright, Gren, keep it civil, guys. Like, we disagree sometimes. We only know what we know. Right. So, we'll feed these pigs, and then in theory, they won't wake up tomorrow morning with only 50% health, because we've done a scan on them. We've fed them in the morning, we've fed them at night, and we might have unloaded them in a tipper trailer for good measure. It really annoys me that it doesn't hold a day's worth of food. Yeah, right, we can feed these now. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We'll keep that in the back because we'll need it for the top. To be fair, this might not be enough for these. So you only need like half a load. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. We might not even need the trailer for the evening feed. What are we going to do? Yeah, I did that once before, mate. I did that once before. The only thing is it only works if you're in, like, the same day. So I had it on 80 acres the other night with unloading stones into the cement factory or whatever it is. And that does that thing where it keeps, like, pooping out a little amount. But as soon as I slept and come back to it, it stopped doing it. So it didn't really... It helped during the day, but it didn't really help in the long run. Why can't I unload here? I thought it was this side. Maybe I've set it to the back. Hang on. I thought it was on that left-hand side, but it's going to be the back, isn't it? No. What are you doing, Joel? What side have you got? Right-hand side. For goodness sake, when did I change that? When did I change it? It's always the left. Should have looked at that first, sorry. I say still learning. Some of this stuff feels like common sense and I still don't apply it, but there we go. There we go. Yeah, so I had this massive trailer on 80 acres full of stones. And I thought, oh, I'll just leave it there and that'll keep doing this little tip and that bit. And that was working perfectly until the next day and it stopped. So I'd still have to visit it every bloody day. Oh, I didn't go up to these pigs now, Joel. What are you doing? Think about it. Think about it. I hate to think how many times you guys have had to put in chat about the tip side. Wrong tool selected. It's full. These feel like all taglines that... That's why I couldn't unload it here like I did last time. I had to reverse it in there. I never realised why. Look. Yeah, I appreciate I'm a slow learner, guys. But I do it all with a smile on my face. I noticed earlier when I was taking water, guys, I actually saw the water level drop. So this mod is really underrated, right? Because when it snows, you can't unload water. You can't, you know, take water out of it. And when it's like not snowing, but it's a bit frosty, it'll come out, but it trickles out, which is a really nice feature, because it would be if it's frozen. But earlier, when I filled this up, in that back corner, I actually saw the water level come down. Which is mad. That mod has got so many more layers to it than I've probably given it credit for. Right, pigs are fed. They're not going to wake up in the morning on 50% health, right? Do we need to run any more food through? Sorry, guys, I've got bloody allergies again today, so I'm sniffing away like an idiot. Trying to minimise it. Nah, we've still got 63,000 litres in there. We'll be alright. Take care, JCB Dave, mate. Have a good one. Have a good Monday. Lurker love. Shout out to all the lurkers, guys. Currently sitting on here tonight most of the night with about 50 people on Twitch. 20 to 30 on YouTube. We couldn't do that without all the lurkers. Appreciate you all. Yeah. Right, I think that's us done for today. At least we've done a double feed. Are we going to get piglets tomorrow? Nope. Nope. We're just in that, because we had to sell those pigs, we're in that weird place where nothing's reaching maturity and nothing's reaching selling age yet. Or at the point where it'd be worth selling them. What does this say for next offspring? 2 months. We'll get some babs in there. Welcome in, Mr. X. How's it going, mate? Good to see you. Hope you're well. Soldiering on. What we will do, though, we'll just check the vehicles over. We don't have a workshop yet, do we, in here? We have a diesel tank. We don't have a workshop. Can we get one that's reasonably priced? That feels far too cheap, doesn't it? £1,000. That just feels too cheap. That I can't afford. I think that's the only place they'd be showing, wouldn't they, in that section there? I'd also like to do, just anyone who knows this part of the world will know there's a lot of solar farms popping up. So down here you've got Dunstan, and the train line comes under here and goes under the road. All these fields over here are massive solar farms. So I would like to, like, not to the point I don't want, like, easy money, right? But at some point, I am quite keen on the idea of getting some of these in here, just because I'm playing the whole Norfolk save, right? And maybe we do it in where we got gaps. So imagine we didn't need access to that water. We do it where we got gaps. Obviously, it's a big investment we can't afford yet. But that would be like a good use of maybe like bits of this meadow. You know, you just dot them around. Because it would be very fitting for this part of the world at the minute. Lots of coffee needed. I'm sure you'll soon kick into life, mate. There's a nice solar panel model, is there, mate? 9-month badge on you already, Mr. X. Thank you for your support, mate. I appreciate you. Yeah, so it'd be nice to get a little garage in here so we ain't got to keep going back. We ain't got to keep going back to the, you know, the main place. It'd also be a nice little addition to the yard. But, I don't think I've got anything that isn't silly cheap or silly expensive. I don't think any of these sheds do it, do they? Yeah, see, I've only got 2 options. Well, that is too big, and that, which is just, it feels like too much, too cheap. Unless I'm looking in the wrong place. Yeah, there's some more up here. Look, that's big old bugger, though. There is a good workshop mod. It's like a little yellow container. You could put the too cheap one inside the shed. Also thought about the controversial wind farm. I have, Ian. I have. After my comments the other stream, and Hempnell, bless him. I did think about that as well. That I could do the old you know, a couple of turbines. Obviously not now. Need $250,000, right? But yeah. I'm not experimenting with any of those. It's not to make money. It's purely for the aesthetic and the build and all that other save. Right, okay. Let's see if anything needs repairing and getting refueled, because that's a job we can do. Yeah, I want it to be realistic, though, Miles. So that middle ground, right, between being not too easy and cheap, but also not too silly in terms of, like, a box that you just put down. I don't know. I kind of think I know in my head what I'm looking for, but I realise that might not have made much sense. I'm loving this new bale spike mod, though, guys. I like how, like, DIY it looks as well. It's 11 months, 1 year next month. Awesome. Cheers, Mr. X. I just saw the badge, but they obviously on Twitch, they only give us badge spaces for, like, you know, 1, 2, 3 months. Then there's like a 6, 9, 12, etc. Jesus Christ, Joel. How many times do I hit that? Good job JCB Dave has left, because he'd be moaning about me hitting that again. I can't believe we can go in cab view now without the game crashing. It's awesome. It says it's 25C up there. Well, it says it's 17 outside, so typical car thermometer being hotter than that actually is. Has anyone noticed that? Like the hottest day of the year and it'll be 30 degrees and you've got these tits posting photos on Facebook of their motors that have been standing outside before they've turned the engine on. And the thermometer's reading 40. Well, yeah, because you're not bloody moving in it yet, you idiot. I realise the more I stream, I realise the more bugbears I have. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm turning into such a grumpy old man. Who would have thought people posting Facebook photos of incorrect thermometer readings in cars would be such a a trigger for me. I need help. I need help or a hobby, basically. Right. I can't believe I'm doing repairs. I don't even do that in 80 acres and I've got millions in the bank. But that's what we're doing. Cheers, Barry. I suppose it's not a big inconvenience to come up here, really, is it? Oh, there's a big old baler there. We'll just take that. Let's hook up on that. I don't know if anyone watched the early Saxlingham when it was a video series and not live. I used to do a lot of the driving in cab view, right? So it's nice to be able to do that again without fear of the game breaking. But obviously, as we now know, it was more a clash between the game and broadcasting software. So I probably owe the game a little bit of an apology. Has anyone tried reversing just using their mirrors? Like, is that even possible? We'll give it a go. Should we give it a go? Joel challenge. I'm gonna do it. Come on, Joel. Shut up. Shut up if I just did that. I can't get out of the door, but don't worry about that. Hell, I'll take that. It's a bit close to the wall, but still. I'll take that. There should be an achievement for that, Giants. Reverse and using your mirrors only. I'll take that. It's a shame Oz isn't here anymore. He'd have been proud of that. Mr. X, we had Oz. Do you remember Oz from Twitch? Right at the start when I was streaming FS25. He turned up tonight. If you remember, he went and took a job on a farm. Young lad. Moved away from home and took a job on a farm. He's just been super busy. He used to be a cowman, didn't he? Yeah, he said it looks like I've improved. He didn't see that. He'd have been well impressed. I'm also glad he didn't see me crash in the bridge earlier. Right, Mog. If you can do it with a trailer, then you've finished the game, I reckon. Right then. Right then. Challenge accepted. Tell me you're killing time in a save, in the early days of a save, without telling me you're killing time. Yeah, he sounds like he's doing really well, mate. He's just busy, but I told him that's not a bad thing, right? Right, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know what the mirrors are like on the Mog. This is going horribly wrong. Can I just say this is going horribly wrong? For a start, all I can see is the trailer in that mirror. That's not good, is it? Where do I want to put this? Alright, we're going to go for that one over there. It's a big ask. It's a big ask. This is ridiculous. I can't see what the piss and hell I'm doing, can I? I'm trying to look sideways as if the mirrors are actually there. I've hit something. Who did I kill? It's the apprentice. Man down. Half the battle is being able to see it in your mirror. Because if you can't see it in your mirror, you're completely blind, look. Freaking hell, this is harder than I thought. This is harder than I thought, guys. Got such limited visibility. Right, I can see the shed there. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Morty, thank you so much for the resub, mate. I appreciate that. I hope you're well. I can't see as much as I want to be able to see, look. Ah, oh, so frustrating. I probably picked a really bad shed to try and do it in. Because I'm trying to go into that one, and that's just a bad idea, I think. I feel like I got close at one point. Let's try and give myself a bit more room. This will pass the time. Pigs will need bloody feeding again by the time I do this. You just got such little viewpoint, ain't you, in the mirrors? You can't see jack. I got no back window, so I can't look out of that. Come on, Joel. I should have picked a better shed. I should have picked a better shed. Let's pick a better shed. This time next stream. I'm gonna try and reverse into this silo thing. Silo thing. It's a grain silo, Joel. You see what I mean? Like, look, you can't see nothing in that mirror but trailer. I can't. This is all wrong. I had some confidence going into this. Now I realised I should have none. It's a lot tighter than I realised. Need a banksman. I need something. Can't piss and see past my trailer, look. Right, come on. Here we go. 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 Oh, I hit the wall. I must have been close. Oh. I tell you what. I could do this with practice. I could bloody do this with practice. Reminded me of Austin Powers. The pigs definitely need feeding soon, don't they? We'll go for this one. One of the holes has got to fit. You got nothing to go on though, have you? You can't stick your head out the window. You can't stick your head out the window, so you're frigged, really. It's impossible. I got nothing to go on. There's no visibility, look. Come on. Shut up. Shut up. I don't know how close I am, but I'm nearly in. Oh, you bastard. Alright, we'll deal with that another day. But I have faith that I could. I just can't... Listen, what about the tractor where you can see out the back window? Hang on. Hang on. I'm allowed to look over my shoulder, right? I'm allowed to look over my shoulder, surely. There's like 70 people watching it. You're mad. You're all mad. See, this is easier. Yeah, this is a piece of piss. It's just not... It's impossible with a MOG, because you can't see out the back window, look. Look at that. That's alright if you can see out the back window, isn't it? Alright, look, let's make it harder. Let's go for that awkward bugger down there, look. How else was I supposed to see in the MOG, though? I had no access to anything in the mirrors. I couldn't see nothing. Have a look. Have a look. Have a look. I don't know if it's level or not, but... Oh, shut up. Did I cock it up at the last minute? I think I cocked it up at the last minute. I don't know. I think I might be in. I think I might be in. Hell. I'm going down the hill now in the other one, in the other shed. Oh, cocked it. Cocked it. There should be an option to stick your head out the window. Give me an option to stick my head out the window. Concentration on my face right now. It's freaking narrow down here, isn't it? It's proper narrow down here. We ain't hit any masonry yet. We ain't hit any masonry yet. Joel, don't cock this up now. Hello? 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 Have a freaking look. Have a look. Alright, it's not straight. But come on. Look at that. This time next year, I'll be sitting here in a freaking old cab. Take care, Stephen, mate. Sorry it's been rough for you. I hope your Monday's kinder, mate. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. You know where we are in Discord if you need us. Right. Shall I stop pissing about now? We might as well put her in here since she's here. I actually put it in straighter when I was using the mirrors and just then, look. Right. Reversing king. What did I do earlier that I was no king of? I can't remember. I give myself so many crowns. It's hard to keep up. Right, let's get the mog repaired and fueled. Hitting bridges. No, it's before that. It's before that, man. I can't remember what it was, but it was something else I called myself. 2 wheels, 2 wheels. Oh, that's a little one, just a little one. Spreadsheet king. Absolutely not. Not doing spreadsheets in this game. We might get close with time save and stock check and a few other mods. Oh, that was it. Streamer Tech King or something, weren't it? After fixing the audio issue and the cab view issue. That was it. OBS King. Broadcaster King. Basically, anything I get lucky at doing once, I'll give myself a title for. Smart ass Ben. I love that I can go back into cab view again. I love it. Lovely job. Another day and another month done on SaxlingHAMs estate. Be interested to know what other people use this shed here for, because you ain't getting a lot in there in terms of how tight it is, are you? A little bit of storage of something, I suppose. Come on, Joel, you got 50 minutes still to go. What are you yawning for? All that reversing took it out of me. Oh. There we go. Four hours in the cab on Tuesday? Absolutely not. I'm a bloody farm manager on Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm walking around with a piss and clipboard and a calculator. I had a little storage mod bringing in a bit of cash each month in that shed. Nice. Yeah, because it's kind of useless, right? It's just like hand tools, I guess. Miles would have his wheelbarrow in there, wouldn't he? Miles would definitely have his wheelbarrow in there. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Right, piggies. I know we ain't got any piglets, but still. Got year-old pigs now, though. Very nice. 3s. It's annoying because we're going to have a big, like, 4-month gap between babes. Ideal for the hand push tools. Yes, first thing I thought of, Miles, was you, mate. I didn't know if you were still with us, but that's the first thing I thought of. How long have we got on the old Massey to go? Oh, Christ. We've still got 30. How much did that thing cost, man? It's the last thing to go, though, and then obviously the small matter of the loan. But don't worry about that. Don't know why I continuously think it's 2 million when it's only 1 million. I think I said 2 million again earlier tonight. I cannot get out of saying 2 million. Purple gifted a sub to Miles. That's very kind of you, Purple. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Couldn't go to a better bloke either. Thank you very much, mate. You guys have all been super bloody generous this month, supporting each other and gift subs and all that. I appreciate you all. Have a look at this, guys. We haven't really looked at it. I used to look at this screen all the while when I first started playing this game. But then I realised what I'm doing over 3 or 4 months tells me nothing. I needed to see longer term. But made 9 grand, 7 grand, 18 grand. Last month was the first time we lost money. That's because we didn't sell any, like... So look, we got a land sale there. We sold 88 grand's worth for animals there. Bales sold there. So it's the first month where we're not selling pigs or silage or anything like that. That'd be a good place to store a quad as well, wouldn't it? Be a good place to store a quad. I know I keep banging on about it. I cannot tell you how chuffed I am that I can use cab view now. Because this save, I tried to use it a lot more, right? I tried to use it a lot more than I do on 80 acres. I tried to give each save like a little bit of an identity. Because obviously it's the same bloke talking shit over it every night. So I try to make sure the gameplay is a little bit different. You know, the fact that we've done some contracts in here and we try to use the cab view and we're using different vehicles and this sort of thing. So yeah, it used to annoy me that we couldn't use it. Why can't I feed you guys? You still full? Where am I? Oh, they don't need anything really anyway. I need like 600 litres, so maybe it just won't let me give it to him. You want some? I'll give it you. Oh, it's the right side again. I swear I didn't change. I swear I changed it to the left. Why does it keep changing it back to the right? That'll be why then. Tell you, the MOG almost negates the need for bloody the trailer for these pigs because it's only 2 loads. No, Purple, it was the right hand. It'd gone back to being the right hand tip side again, even though you all saw me change it back to the left. But maybe when you sleep, it resets to the right. I don't know. It isn't for us to question the ways of the MOG. It isn't for us to question the ways of the MOG. Steve, I don't know why so many of your messages come up as asterisks. So I can't read them. So there'll be a sentence and there'll be 3 or 4 asterisks in the middle of it, blocking out a word. And that message you've just put there is just an asterisk. See, look, not sure, mate. Presumably you said not sure, Steve. And it comes up as asterisk, 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 T, sure, mate. So normally I can guess the missing word. But when you just put one word and it does it, that's a bit annoying. No, they're just, there is just a general, it's just when you're doing, I don't think you're swearing, are you? They just seem to be random words. It asterisks out, and I don't know why. Whenever I've, like, guessed a missing word, it's not, it could be like an and or a that or a... It's very weird, though, Steve. It only does it with you. And I think everyone else sees the asterisks as well. I don't think it's just me. It's really weird. But it's been like that ever since you joined us, mate. And I never said nothing, just in case it was on the basis that you were, like, you know, using language you shouldn't have done or whatever. But then it's become increasingly obvious. It's just generic words, like not and and... It's odd. Did I see this as let me dump pig food back in? Because a lot of these production mods won't let you. I swear when I just drove past this, it gave me the option to dump it. Yeah, look. That's handy for anyone who wants that option, because you know the food production I've got on Achy Acres, you can't put pig food back in once you've took it out. But this one, you clearly can. That's handy. I'm losing my voice a bit. Handy dandy. Welcome in, man. I've spoke to you already tonight. Sorry, I'm sure I have. What mod is that truck? It's not a mod, mate. It's the MOG, UniMog. It came with the Mercedes Benz pack. I don't know how to put my indicator on, guys. I'll have to bloody stay on. I have no idea. I have no idea what I pressed on my controller to turn my indicator on, but that's there now. You ain't got to apologise, Steve. Yeah, yes, that's it. That's fine. The last 2 messages we've been able to see. But the last 2 messages we've been able to see, but it's always you. We don't see it for anyone else in chat. It's very weird. It's very weird, mate. Yeah, so we've got Hacky's finger on YouTube, and Ben and Sam, we've got Steve's finger on Twitch. Just realised, guys, in my haste to get YouTube working tonight, I didn't finish doing all the stream info setup. So we've been streaming tonight without, like, broadcasting, you know, with bells and whistles that we're doing a farm sim stream. It probably just went down as a generic gaming stream. So thanks for everyone who's watching, considering, because we've got some decent numbers on YouTube tonight, considering we were 20 minutes late starting because of technical issues with the multi-stream. And the fact I never got a chance to do the setup properly. What's that about thing? It's basically on YouTube, we have a viewer, long-term regular called Hacky. And they started off having a night where they were doing typos, and it seems to have spread to the whole community on YouTube in our channel. Where if Hacky's there, everyone does typos. If Hacky's not, everyone seems to type just fine. We don't really know what causes it. So we call it Hacky's finger. YouTube can't spell, basically. Bless him. Bless him. Sorry for the yawning, guys. Also, I spent every free hour I've had this weekend trying to do stream setup and fix technical issues. But I don't think we lost any vehicle audio tonight, did we? Any game audio tonight? With nearly 3.5 hours in. We've used cab view multiple times. Might have cracked it. Joel, I saw the other day you moved a header trailer over onto a header and it automatically picked it up. Is that a mod? Because mine just does not want to pick up. No, it's not a mod, but it's really random. So sometimes you have to do it from the right side. Sometimes it doesn't care. Sometimes it just won't pick it up. That feature in the game of loading headers onto trailers has never seemingly been reliable, let's just say. Because there was one time it absolutely would not do it until I got it on the right side, and then as you saw the other night, it didn't care, right? It just dropped on and flipped side and reversed it. Yeah, there is definitely a delay, as Gren says. There is definitely a delay. You think it's not doing it, and if you're not careful, you'll go and move when it would have done it, because I've definitely made that mistake before. All these pastures and that pigsty up there waiting for pigs. Come on. We need our babies. Right. Do, 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 do. It's just such a simple looking list compared to Achy Acres. Oh, we're sitting on £2,000. Oh no, £900 worth of eggs. Not a lot. They can just sit there. Seeds. My throat was drying out. Sorry, guys. Right. I got a bit of shredded wheat stuck in my windpipe yesterday. I knew that bugger would come back to haunt me. Oh, it's horrible. I was eating shredded wheat like the old man I am. And one single shred of shredded wheat somehow went down the wrong hole. And I was coughing on and off all day yesterday. I thought, oh, Christ, here we go. This will be another chest infection. Sounds stupid, right? But that's how easy it is for me. Just you have something in the wrong place, I'll end up getting ill with it. Imagine that. What did Joel die of? Well, he inhaled a piece of shredded wheat. Well, he probably should have done that, should he? No, I don't think he meant it. Yeah, so I wonder if that's what's drawing my voice out. I don't know why I'm looking at a crop calendar. It doesn't matter. Right, so there are twos. I don't want to sell these. We need all the adults. We need to keep all the adults so we can get a real conveyor belt of pigs going now. Threes, nothing to... We're in this weird little place, right, where we've got no pigs to move. We've got no pigs arriving. So I think we'll just sleep to the evening, do the other feed. This is what Stan does, I reckon. He might go, he's working hard when he goes and feeds the pigs at 8:30 or whenever it is on the stream. What he don't tell us is he goes as a kip as well in the middle of the day. He feed the pigs in the morning, sleep half a day. Poor bugger, if he's not here to defend himself, it's a bit cruel, isn't it? But then he goes back, feeds them at night, and talks about what a long day he's had. For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, we've got Stan on YouTube, who's a pig farmer. Take care, Daisy, mate. Appreciate you. I nodded off this afternoon. My wife and son were laying on the floor under a blanket watching a film. I didn't even know I'd fell asleep until I woke myself up with the most insane inhale of a snore ever. I literally thought the house was shaking. It was freaking me. I didn't even know I'd fallen asleep. I'm like, and I was like, as I nearly ran out of oxygen, I woke up. Woke up by the sound of my own snore. That tells you how loud that's bad, isn't it? These piss and allergies. I can't breathe at the minute. As soon as I put my head back or lay flat, I can't breathe. I must be doing my wife's head in. Right, we're going to sleep till 6. Oh, hang on. Hang on. I've lost my chat window. Where's that gone? There we are. Sorry, guys. I lost my chat window for the last couple of minutes there. I didn't realise I was looking at Twitch only. Sorry, it's all the new stuff going on in the background. My bad. Rich says with me, is Apple auto correct? Just trying to pick any YouTube messages I might have missed. Yeah, sorry, Ben. I missed your one about the D-pad as well. Sorry, guys. So I'm having to use a new pop-out chat window rather than OBS because OBS only shows you Twitch. To get my multi, so basically I get YouTube and Twitch in the same place. But I have it over top of where my old chat used to be because muscle memory tells me to like look there for chat. But what it means is if I accidentally minimise that window, like I obviously accidentally did at some point there, I don't maybe twig that I'm only seeing Twitch behind it. I'll get better. Promise. There was a time you guys wouldn't have been here long ago enough to see it, but go back about 3 years ago when I was streaming, my camera used to be off to the side. So when I wanted to look at you guys, I used to do that. That was like my habit, right? I'd like be streaming, I'd look at that. But I used to get a neck ache because I'd be looking here for chat, there for my screen, and there for the camera. Oh my God, the first month I moved my camera from being at the side to being straight in front. The amount of times I went to talk to the audience like this, and I'm looking at a pissing light and there's no camera there. It was awful. It was awful. Right. Why not cows? This is a pig-only save, this one. I've done cows on other saves. This is purely a pig farm and save. Da-da-da. It's a shame the noise that makes, otherwise the farm would be bloody peaceful. It's only when you get close, though. We're going to need some money soon, so we need to start making some more pig food soon. Nothing wrong with the old bloody Mog sound tonight. The test will be Tuesday night, guys, on 80 acres when we finish that corn harvesting. Because I was so done trying to do corn harvesting when you couldn't hear the harvester, right? So done. So, that'll be the test. Welcome in, Faber. I hope you're well, mate. How's life treating you? Right. Let's just see them right. See what I mean? We don't really need that half-pipe trailer. We can do it all with the Mog now. We've got the extension on the back. If there's a job on a farm to be done, the Mog can do it. I'd love to put that little pigsty I was talking about up there, but we aren't going to have a lot of money when we sleep. Thankfully, we're only paying on the Massey for the hired purchase, but then the loan payments means we still need about 5 or 6 grand a month. That's better than the 13 to 20,000 we were needing to find every month. So it turns out I had the wrong length trailer. That would do it, Purple. That would explain why you couldn't load your header. That sounds like a Joel thing. That sounds like something I would do. Maybe you've been here too long, mate. Maybe you've been here too long. Muffin, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you to all the followers tonight, guys. Had loads tonight. Well, for our little old channel, anyway. Appreciate you all, guys. Hope you enjoyed your weekend or what's left of it. Or if you're our friends down in Australia, New Zealand way, I hope Monday's being kind to you. You can find me, guys, here on Tuesday nights and Friday nights and Sunday nights, 7 till 11 UK time. We do Saxlingham or SaxlingHAMs, sorry, on a Sunday night, which is a little pig farm and sort of from scratch save I'm doing on a map that's very close to where I live. And then on Tuesdays and Fridays, we do Achy Acres, which is a save I started on launch day of FS25 and knew nothing about the game, done it all blind, no backseat and no watching guides or anything like that. And now we're doing a bit of a multi-million-pound farm manager save on that. We've morphed it into a big sort of take over the map kind of save because we've done everything I want to do in the save. We're up to about 800 hours in that now, and now it's about having a go at big farming, big boy farming, lots of big equipment, lots of duplicates, lots of AI workers on the go. It's very different to how I normally play the saves. Rubbing off on me. There's a joke there and I'm not going to make it. But yeah, the combination, Purple, I don't know when you started following us, but the first couple of months I played this game, I didn't even know the combinations thing was a thing, right? The amount of times I bought stuff and it didn't fit, I didn't even notice that combinations option. Alright, these are doing nicely. Nicely indeed. I think I'll turn these ones out when they're ready into the other enclosure that's empty. So we can get them working independently. Oh, we've got piglets. Awesome. So some are coming next month. We're going to have a little flurry of them now. We're going to have back-to-back months of piglets. Look. So that's why we need to get different age as adults in there so that every month we've got piglets coming through. I do enjoy the game, but it's tricky because the game does not hold your hand. I've said that numerous times, didn't I, Daniel? It really doesn't, right? Look how many things I've had to work out on here as a new player. Like, it really doesn't hold your hand. And part of that I like, right? It's a sandboxy simulator thing. But my first experience with Farming Simulator was FS22 on the Xbox. And I had no idea what I was doing, right? If you remember that starting farm you used to get on FS22 on the American map. Like, I remember my first memories, I bought a tractor and I walked all the way to the shop. Because I didn't know you could cycle your vehicles. And then I remember I did something on a first field, like, I don't know, sprayed it or limed it or whatever that looked like. And then I was like, right, now what? I had no idea, right? I thought I'd just sit in here. And then you go down to that, you make that mistake of diving into the mods before you really understand what the hell's going on with the game. I reckon they should make mods unlockable. Like, you have to do a few things. People would hate that, I know. But do you know what I mean? Just do a couple of, like, things in the game before you open that. Because then I thought, oh, I'll go down that route. And then within 10 hours, I burnt out of the game. I remember getting sheep and not having a clue how I fed them or watered them. Not a clue. I didn't know. you remember you used to be able to go inside the houses on FS22? Why did they get rid of that? The tutorial's miles off here, isn't it? Tutorial's miles off. I know it's a step forward this time, but it's still miles off. But I remember in FS22 being able to go in the house. That was cool. Game can't handle it. More like the developers' resources workflow can't. All right, let's get these babies moved. Should we put these in our new little pig pasture? Might as well, right? Because the sow hut holds 100. There's nearly 100 in there. Ah, bollocks. The brick pigsty holds 50. There's 50 in there, so we might as well chuck them in here. How many have we got? 25, 25. We've got 75. Nice, we can do them everywhere then. Moving bloody everywhere. Right. So, where are my babies? We'll put some in there. We only put 5 in there, actually. And then we'll put you in here. Add you in here. And it leaves us with how many babes? 20. So for now, we'll put them in the empty pig enclosure, just so they're separate from the adults. We don't have to do it. It's basically a bit of role play that I do, guys, to make it a bit more interesting. And then we'll maybe look at that one of them little pigsties. I know we ain't quite got the money for it yet, but we've got 20 piglets left. So they might as well go in the pasture just sitting empty. And suddenly this farm is going to be alive with pigs. Yeah, not by much at all, in my opinion, Purple. You from Australia? No, mate, I'm not. But it's not the first time I heard that with a Norfolk accent. I'm from UK. This map, Saxlingham, is where I live, basically. But whenever I travel abroad, a lot of Americans think I'm Australian for whatever reason. So, Muffin, by any chance, would you be from North America? Just curious. You don't have to share. But every time someone's thought I'm Australian... Oh, Portugal. Okay, that's a different one. But yeah, it happens all the while when I go to... or I work with people overseas from America. Because of the way my Norfolk accent is, they think I'm Australian. I also say mate a lot, which I don't think helps. Right, guys, we've got some piglets in here. Lovely old job. They got no shelter, but I can't put anything in here because of the map restrictions. The only thing I was able to squeeze in was this water trough. We can't put any shelter, unfortunately. They don't mind. We could do, though. Is it going to let me put any mud? I bet it doesn't, does it? I think I've probably already tried this. Because of the map restrictions. I'm assuming I've already tried this. I'm sure I have. Oh, no, we can. I must have just not had the money to do it. We'll at least put some mud in here, right? To make it look a little bit less stale. If not, these enclosures just look a bit dead. We'll put it where it'd go in the dips. The field. A bit here. There we go. That's better already, look. Right, so we got piglets in here, guys. Lovely old job. You're from Nebraska, nice. Right. Yeah, we've got piglets in there. This sow hut here is completely full now. Some of them are going to come out soon, another month or two. This is our adult breeding enclosure. Got 2 different ages in there. We'll soon have a 3rd age. Then we'll get really staggered pigs arriving. We've now got piglets in here. Let's just walk it. It's probably better to walk it. So this is our sow hut. Dude, I jumped into a post. What the hell? But yeah, we've got some in here that how old are some of these? 4 months, maybe? 4 months. Another 2 months, they'll be old enough to go in there. And then we'll have 3 different ages in there reproducing at different times, which will be nice. Because at the minute, we get back-to-back months and then nothing for like 4 months. So this is our breeding enclosure. Like I say, you don't have to do any of this, guys. It's just for fun. Same as people will come in saying, why you put down straw? You don't need it. It's just, it makes it interesting for me. If not, I'd get bored pretty quickly. We've now got finally piglets in here, 50 in here. And then we've got 50 up here. So it's nearly time for another little shed or something. But we need some money first. And we've got no silage to sell anymore. Don't forget, look at the size of these now. These are growing up. That one's doing donuts. Not really sure why. But yeah, they're doing good. Happy days. We've got some bloody livestock on this farm now. Right, let's get... Did I feed these? I don't think I did I? No. Let's get feeding. Piglets are all moved. Let's get some grub in them. Oh, we're going to need some money to make pig food again soon. So we are going to have to sell some pigs soon. As much as I don't want to. Because we've got a food to make. And we're going to need another pigsty enclosure. Or something along those lines. That's a good thing about feeding these in the evening, guys, is that we don't have so much food to put in the morning. I think this is probably full, because we only just put pigs in here, didn't we? That's going to be full, isn't it? Getting there, guys. We're getting there. So if you're new here, guys, this was a start from scratch for save. We had £1 million loan. We had to buy the land and everything. But total start from scratch, apart from £1 million bank loan. Where's my trigger? Oh, miles off it, look. I thought the mog was wider than it was. Dairy Legend, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate all the followers tonight, guys. Hope you're well. Welcome in. Our community, guys, I stream Farm Sim exclusively. I have done since this game come out in November 2024. And the whole point of our community is we're just a group of people using gaming and farming simulator to switch off, maybe forget about stuff we've got going on in the real world, help with health conditions or mental health or whatever that looks like. So we're a chill group here who are just here to help provide a bit of socialisation if we're using games as a way of escaping in a world where normally playing games you would maybe do it in isolation, right? That's what we try to achieve. You can find us on Discord as well. Got over 400 people in there. Right, everything's full. Everything's full. Lovely old job. So, let's dump this. I'm going to move some poop about. And we don't need a big trailer, I don't think. I think I can get away with doing it with the mog. Oh, I need to water everything first. Hang on. Let's get some water. Thank you, Ben. On the home straight now. Cheers, mate. But I take it the new alerts are working, guys. You can see, like, you won't see channel redemption points, like what Ben, not Ben. Yeah, Ben, sorry. I was thinking of Ben on YouTube. What Ben just did there, but hopefully, guys, whether you're watching on YouTube, you should see some of the Twitch stuff now and vice versa. If you're on Twitch, you should see the YouTube alerts. Jazz B, thank you very much. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Appreciate you. See you next week by the sounds of it. I've got any cold tea left because my throat is doing me in. Right. Right, I know I can't afford to do any decorating up here, but I have to put a little bit of mud here now. It's doing my head in, right? We are constantly filling up water here. It would be so muddy. It'd be so muddy. I know I can't afford it. I'm spending money on things I can't afford, but it would just be like an absolute bog, right? That'll do for now. I can't afford to spend loads, but I just had to do something. Oh, I weren't looking. Sorry, guys. Lots of people coming in tonight, Dairy, asking about Whitcomb Park. It's almost like you're all being paid to. That's about the 6th person come in tonight. I've not had a chance to look at it yet. I'm playing because I've got a day 1 save on Riverbend that I still stream on Tuesdays and Fridays, and then I do Saxlingham on a Sunday. I haven't got room to, I don't play the game offline. I play the game on stream, so I stream sort of between 12 and 14 hours a week. So I play the game all on stream, because in that way I feel like you guys see my enthusiasm, my passion for it. It doesn't like get boring for me. But it does mean I haven't got room in my world. I've not played Kinlag. There's lots of maps I haven't done. Feels like a bloody marketing campaign going on tonight. It can't just be me who's noticed that. Or get in touch with the mod. Say, are you paying these people? Right. I hope you ain't, given how little they get per download. You won't make a lot of money. Oh, we've got pigs in there. Oh, no, that's full. We don't need to water them. They're full, aren't they? I just suddenly remembered we've got pigs in here now, so I've got to remember that. How are we diddling for straw? Good. Cool. That's why I don't know Farmer Tea, because I don't really do Facebook or Instagram or anything like that these days. I only go on Facebook and Instagram now to do my charity stuff. I haven't got time for anything else. I give up posting my clips on Facebook, so it's got no traction unless you pay for it, and I ain't doing that. You got no traction. So literally, I operate on YouTube and TikTok and Twitch for this stuff. Facebook and Instagram for the charity only now. I don't even really use my own personal accounts on Facebook and Instagram. Yeah, I'm not seeing it on TikTok at all. That must be like a Facebook thing. Oh yeah, it's always personalised though, isn't it, right, Mr. T? Like to what you're looking at. I don't know if we've got much poo in here to make it worthwhile, but it's a job, and it's a job to do. Frickin' Mog, huh? Is there anything this thing can't do? It can pull attachments, it can push attachments, it can cart shit. Do bloody everything. I probably should have reversed it there. Upon reflection. I don't think we've got any more manure heaps, have we? We've only got the 2. Such a little farm still at the minute. Oh, wrong one. Have we got any slurry to write home about? A little? Yeah, we might be able to do a slurry run. We better use the MOG for that. Better use the MOG. I'm impressed I remembered I left the tanker up here. Oh, I probably should have got that before I left this area. I probably should have emptied the actual one I was parked up at, you tool, Joel. I've actually got more slurry here than I thought. Can't remember where we go now. It's there, isn't it? Oh, we won't do the Joel shortcut. We won't do the Joel shortcut. Just all need up here. Yeah, I should really. Yeah, it just feels funny, Gren, that we've heard nothing about it on any stream, and then tonight we've had like 4 or 5 different people who we've never seen in before, and their first message is about that. It does feel like it's a bit of a push. But maybe that's just the cynic in me, like... Hell, I'm actually having to turn the MOG down. That's how well our game audio is working now, guys. Got to turn the MOG down. We've gone from having no game audio to the MOG deafening us. I'm making a petition to add a Hawaiian shirt to FS25. Do you see a lot of farmers wearing Hawaiian shirts in Portugal? No. Yep, unbelievable purple. And it was causing the cab crashing, apparently. I don't know how it could cause the cab crashing. I still think that's a game issue. But the audio issue was that plugin. But how it could cause the cab crash issue, I don't know. And you all witnessed it, right? We happened on 2, maybe 3 occasions where you'd switch to the cab for the first time in the stream and it crashed everything. The only reason I thought it could have been linked to OBS or the stream is because it crashed the broadcast as well as the game, right? But how a game action can trigger that, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, mad. I love driving down here. But the trouble is, Purple, because I isolated it and found out that was the plugin causing the audio issue, because I didn't worry about the cab view one. That's kind of been fixed by accident, right? My focus was on the audio issue. Not having game audio is a bit of a killer. Like, to think we had our highest average viewer stream for a 4-hour stream ever, and a night when we had no game audio, that's mad, right? Because think how many people tuned in, didn't understand why it was just me talking and left, right? But once I isolated it to that plugin, it was like a real oh shit moment, because I was like, well, I can't just get rid of it because that's how I go live on YouTube. So I had to find a whole new alternative, which required lots of... So it wasn't just like replacing it for another plugin. I had to replace it for like 3 different things to do what I wanted to do. But it was a good opportunity to look at things like the multi-chat and that, which I'd been wanting to do for a long while. Glad you found the issue. The amount of times I accidentally go into cab view, it'd make me rage quit the game. Yeah, I know. I'm still not convinced we've seen the end of the cab view issue. I think that might be a bit of a coincidence that that's working tonight. Because we've seen it work on Saxlingham absolutely fine before. The test will be Tuesday night. The one thing I am pretty confident we've cracked is the audio issue, because I was able to isolate that. Like I say, by going into OBS in safe mode, it allowed me to work out right what's causing this, because it isn't doing it in safe mode. So once I knew that, I was on the home straight. The real challenge was finding an alternative setup. Oh, I've got such bloody dry throat. Last time I said that, I had a 2-month chest infection. Do you remember? I sat here in December saying, don't know what's going on, my throat. No, it's COVID, wasn't it? Back in like October time last year. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I got really gravelly and I got piss and COVID. Can't afford that. Got to go to bloody Kenya. Yeah, I get that, Purple. I get that. Oh, I wasn't expecting there to be traffic, let alone 2 I'll just go round. We don't have the men in black in Norfolk. We have the people in red family cars. I'd like to point out I don't go down these country lanes in real life this quick. I would have a head on. It's just I know there's no traffic on this back lane. Oh, Christ, it's 11 o'clock. I didn't even see that. Hell, man. Where did that last 20 minutes go? We'll get this back. I'll do one more load of slurry and leave it in the yard so I remember what I was doing. Because thanks to that awesome mod that saves your last game position, it really helps my memory, guys. If you're not checked that out, so rather than just spawning every time you load your game up where you sleep at your farmhouse, whatever, it loads you in where you last were. So it means for someone with a terrible memory like me, I can load this trailer up with slurry, log out with me in it, knowing full well I'm going to be there when I get back, and I'll remember next Sunday what I was doing. So it's something like player save position or last player position, something like that, mate. Sorry, I'm terrible at remembering these off the top of my head. But it's like them sort of words, but probably in different orders. You know, last player save position, something like that. There might be a couple, but the one I use is really simple. Bino says remember player positions. There is a couple, but go for the highest rated one. Oh, it's not on console apparently, says Kilted. I suppose it wouldn't be, you know. It's again, anything that changes that side of the game, that real back end stuff, tends to be PC only. Boy meets farmer. Welcome in, mate. I don't think we spoke, have we? Lost my save game this morning. Your video of a fix sorted me out. Cheers for that. Oh, mate, that makes my day. I made that like a couple of months ago because I literally went to go live and all of my save spaces were empty and I shit myself thinking, oh Christ, that's hours gone. I'm glad that helped someone. Thank you so much, mate. Be sure, if you haven't done so already, be sure to put that in the comments of the video because it'll really help give other people the confidence that there's a fix there that might help them. Obviously this game crashes in lots of ways and you have to kind of have the same issue for it to be the fix, but it's worth a try, right? But thank you very much. I really appreciate you coming in and sharing that. That's made my night, mate. Thank you very much. Because sometimes, guys, you do these videos, right, and they take me like 4 or 5 hours. It might not sound mad, I know, for like an 8-minute video or whatever. They take me freaking ages. You post them and nothing happens, right? And then maybe over time, some of them build up a bit of momentum. So weirdly, our pond, the one I done with a pond demonstration, has randomly started getting views. And picking up views like every week. But it got nothing when I launched it. It sat on 20 views for about 2 months. So it's nice to know when every now and then you know, it helps people. Right, so that's filled up. We've actually got a little bit of slurry to sell, which is handy, because we are going to need to buy some grains and sugar beet to make some more food soon. But guys, that seems like a lovely time to finish. Thank you, Boy Meets Farm, and really appreciate that. Really appreciate that. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked all the changes and everything. It went pretty smoothly. I know it took us a few minutes to get YouTube online to join us, but considering all the change, which I know you guys won't see or understand, that went on behind the back end, that went a lot smoother than I thought. I hope you enjoy the new multi-chat feature, guys, on these screens. They're starting soon, and the Be Right Back screens. I'm going to keep tweaking it. I've got some other things I want to try, like I say, like a little roll and merch thing every now and then. But it worked, and we fixed game audio, which is awesome. So if you weren't here recently, guys, we've been plagued the last couple of weeks where the audio in the game has just dropped out on stream. I continue to hear it. You guys don't. But I think we fixed it. So that feels like another win. I feel like I'm this close to calling myself a streamer these days. It's only been 4 years. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be back on Tuesday night on Achy Acres, which is our day 1 FS25 save. Oh, Tuesday, guys, I'm pretty sure it's going to be our 800 hour mark. I'm pretty sure we're going to hit 800 hours on Tuesday on Achy Acres. So come check that out if you haven't done so already. We've been playing that since the game launched. And I'll see you all over on Discord, I suppose. Until next time, guys, take care. Say nice things to each other in the chat for the last couple of minutes while the ending screen's up. And I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.